Numbers don't lie.
Rubber game of the series today, Mariners and the Yankees. We're brought to you by Toyota of Kirkland and Toyota of Renton. We've got more coming up on the Global Credit Union Mariners Radio Network.
Mariners pregame has been brought to you by Muckleshoot Casino Resort,
WSECU,
and Three Tree Roofing. Don't go anywhere. First pitch is next.
At Global Credit Union, members benefit, like free checking, because why pay a fee to spend your own money? Early payday, your paycheck up to 3 days early with direct deposit. And member care, with branches near you and a 24/7, 365 U.S.-based call center, where you'll always talk to a real person. Free checking and no monthly maintenance fee only apply to core checking accounts. Other fees may apply. Join us at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, proud partner of Seattle Mariners Radio.
Hey Mariners fans, Dan Wilson here with a reminder to make a play for your health with Virginia Mason Franciscan Health. They're the trusted orthopedics partner for our team and for our fans. If you're a current, retired, or even a casual athlete, having the right orthopedics team behind you can make all the difference. So stay on top of your game, visit vmfh.org/Mariners and find an orthopedic specialist today.
In the Pacific Northwest, there's one construction equipment rental provider of choice, Star Rentals. The Star Rentals team delivers superior customer service by leading with a culture of care and delivering unmatched follow-through across all 18 Star Rentals locations. Star Rentals is the largest independent construction equipment rental company in the Pacific Northwest, delivering quality care because they care. Learn more at starrentals.com. Star Rentals, the preferred supplier to the West's best contractors.
Why choose Care Partners Senior Living over in-home care? Amanda here. The answer is simple. Care Partners communities provide safe living spaces with medical professionals on site. We assist you with your mobility so you can participate in activities whenever you like. You can have privacy and socialize at your own pace. And you may find Care Partners more affordable than in-home care. With locations throughout Washington and Arizona, you'll find a Care Partners community near you. Care. It's in our name and what we do. Learn more at carepartnersliving.com.
Less than 10 minutes from Mariners baseball on 710 KIRO AM Seattle, KIRO FM HD2 Tacoma. Let's go live to the ballpark for starting lineups and first pitch. Seattle Mariners baseball starts now.
Seattle Mariners baseball is on the air.
Goodbye, baseball!
Seattle Mariners play-by-play is brought to you by your Western Washington Toyota dealers, Care Partners Senior Living, ValleyRVSupercenter.com, and by your Northwest Buick GMC dealers.
It is time for Seattle Mariners baseball. Welcome to T-Mobile Park as the Mariners take on the New York Yankees in Game. It's like 24/7, 365 personal service No fee accounts. Learn more at globalcu.org. Global Credit Union, strength in members. Here's today's starting lineup.
This is Dan Wilson. Here's our starting lineup for tonight.
Leading off at second base,
Miles Mastroboni, Livermore, California, College of San Mateo, and University of Nevada.
And at second goes Mastroboni with a 2-run double.
batting second, the designated hitter.
Jorge Polanco, San Pedro de Macorís.
Has he done it again? Yes, he has! Jorge Polanco!
Batting third, the center fielder.
Julio Rodriguez from Loma de Cabrera, Dominican Republic.
Swung on and destroyed! Lift up here, upper deck on its way. Goodbye!
Batting cleanup, the Gold Glove catcher.
Big jumper, Florida State.
Cal Raleigh's second home run of the night, a grand slam.
Batting fifth, in left field.
Randy Arozarena, y soy cubano y mexicano.
Randy Arozarena, a solo smash.
Batting sixth, the first baseman.
Rowdy Torres, Elk Grove High
A
School.
walk-off 2-run home run for Mitch Garver.
Batting seventh, the right fielder.
Leody Tavera, desde Tenares, República Dominicana.
Welcome to Seattle. Leody Taveras, a ringing double.
Hitting eighth, the third baseman.
Ben Williamson, I'm from Chantilly, Virginia, College of William.
Williamson going back on the right, reaches out and he dives and he makes the catch.
break is hard.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Leo Rivas, Maracay, Venezuela.
Leo Rivas coming through for the Mariners. They double their lead.
And taking the ball for the Mariners.
Luis Castillo, Seattle Mariners.
Swing and a miss. He went waving at a change. Strikeout number 10, the Castillo flex.
Luis Castillo up on the mound today against the Yankees. Mariners looking for another series win. Starting lineup brought to you by Global Credit Union. We'll come back. We got first pitch, play-by-play coming your way right after this on the Global Credit Union Mariners.
A snack that Freddie cannot resist.
I would have to say chips and guacamole. Organic mango, yep.
Is that because of the strong Dominican contingent in the major leagues, bro? Has anybody ever struck out and gone crazy and smashed the cooler full of mangoes?
Nah, our team's not really into smashing each other's stuff, I guess.
Are you a seasoning guy? You like to drown your stuff in dips and sauces?
No. Gotta watch my figure.
It's nothing serious, but that was a huge win for the ball club. Now they have a chance to do what they did for a solid month. Ryan and Gary and Shannon, and that's win series after series after series. They won 9 in a row up until the series against the Blue Jays.
Yeah, they snapped that 4-game series when you got Max Fried on the mound and you're thinking to yourself, okay, is this going to turn into 5? Is this going to turn into another lost series after getting swept? But massive win, pulling away, and now you're up against Will Warren, a guy who you can really take care of offensively.
Look for Luis Castillo to have a big afternoon. He's been tough against the Yankees in his 6 previous outings. He pitches well here at home. The Mariners in their home whites on a Wednesday afternoon. The roof is closed. By the way, now it's time for the roof report from 3 Tree Roofing. The roof is extended, so we'll get some cloudy skies across downtown Seattle. So there must be some rain possibly in the area. That's why the roof is closed. The roof report is brought to you by 3 Tree Roofing, the #1 roofer in Washington. Go to 3treeroofing.com for a free estimate today. And, of course, when you talk about trying to beat the New York Yankees, Ryan, you got to keep Aaron Judge in the ballpark and limit the damage. He is unbelievable. Still batting well over 400 this late in the season. He's batting 410.
I feel like they've done a really good job. Look, Brian Wu last night had that big strikeout against him going to some of those secondary pitches. But I tell you what, the first night Trent Grisham made a statement, and obviously, Austin Wells went deep that first night as well. But, man, it's such a potent lineup. But you feel like once you get to Game 3, if you're Luis
95 on it.
And now he's become a pitcher and still very, very viable. And I know we all thought he was coming to New York. I remember that, and ended up he thought he was coming to New York.
Let me tell you something. I have Yankee fans, friends of mine who are Yankee fans. They were so ticked at me because the Mariners got Castillo.
You did it, right? I know that you did that. All right. So we know who to blame that he didn't have those blue braids that his wife was going to do for him. Anyway, here we go. We're coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. And as Trent Grisham steps up to the plate, stepping up to the microphone as a new voice of the New York Yankees, here is Dave Sims.
All right, Susan, thank you very much. Go time here from T-Mobile Park, Yankee baseball. Trent Grisham going to lead it off. And he's looking for his first career hit off of Luis Castillo. He's 0 for 9. Yankees lose last night, just their second loss in the last 8 games. Here's the first pitch of the ball game, and it's in there for called strike 1. 54 degrees, pretty typical this time of the year here in Seattle. Here's the 0-1 to Grish, and gets the outside corner for a strike 0-2. Castillo 1-3 against the Yankees, a 2.95 ERA, and that trade you talked about, Susan, he came over August 3rd, and the Mariners were in New York, and he pitched a whale of a game after he had just beaten the Yankees back on July 14th. He went 7 innings, a 2-hit, 1-run ball. Then a couple of weeks later, with the Mariners, he goes 6 2/3, a 5-hit, 3-run ball, and 8 strikeouts, and wins the game. Next pitch down low.
When he was in Cincinnati, and his wife had put like red dye into the braids that he wears in the back, and the people that I knew who knew him said that she's got the blue because they thought they were coming to New York.
Yeah, 1-2 pitch, swung on a pulled foul right side.
And then all of a sudden he's a Mariner and there's green in there.
Green, a little bit of blue, what do they call it, Northwest green.
Didn't look the same, but they thought they were coming to New York.
He's a 3-time All-Star, 4th season with the Mariners after 6 with Cincinnati. Right-hander deals 1-2. De Grisham up high, ball 2.
He doesn't have that pinpoint control. That's 95. He's throwing 94, 95. The days of 97 are probably gone.
Well, when he got here, he still had it. He's still really good, but to your point, it was another level up. Here's 2-2 pitch, swung on, hit pretty well to the gap in left center field, headed towards the pen. Julio going back on the track, looking up, jumps, and let's see. He did not get it. It's a home run for Trent Grisham. Grisham's still checking.
No, he's got it.
Oh, he did the psych job again.
Yes, he did the psych job again.
That's the 3rd time he's gotten me in the last 4 years. I kept waiting and waiting. That glove must have been he's looking at the Mariner vision.
Yeah, he loves to look at that stuff. He jumped up. He's about 2 feet over the yellow line, and then he pretends he doesn't have it. Then you're not sure, and people are yelling, and he's got the glove, and it's closed, and you don't see it, and all of a sudden, he takes it out of his glove, and there it is.
He came down and had like a neutral face, didn't give any emotion. Yeah, he looked like he was rebounding in the NBA championship. His elbow was over that 8-foot wall. That was impressive. Wow. Here's a pitch to Ben Rice. Swing on a foul straight back. Grisham had rounded second, was headed to third, and kept looking over his shoulder.
Well, and that's what we talk. That's what we call. Remember, I said he gives up hard contact. That was hard contact.
Yes, indeed. 0-1. Pitch down and in. Last year, San Diego was here, and he and Fernando Tatis Jr. are good friends. Straightaway center. Jumped up, didn't look like he had it, came down, and I'm sitting there going, a home run, and then he comes up with that Cheshire Cat smile, and he had the ball. 1-1 here to Rice, swinging a miss on the breaking ball. 1-2. Julio definitely has tremendous flair as a showman.
Evidently.
Like I said, that's about the 3rd time he's gotten me. There's a swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Rice goes down swinging. There's 2 out.
Well, the slider's using a lot of sliders so far, and we've been told that he uses mostly fastballs, and Julio's still enjoying that moment.
Oh, yeah.
They showed it again on the screen, and he reacts to himself. That's cute.
He's good in front of the camera, and he knows it.
Evidently.
But he's not too over. Seriously, he's not over the top. He's just that kind of kid. Here's Judge, first pitch outside, ball one. Effervescent. Call him that. Straight up in the infield, Julio shading a couple of steps towards right center for Judge. Judge leading the world in everything, pretty much. Next pitch in there for a strike, a breaking ball, 1-1. 410 batting average, a significant lead over the second place hitter, Jacob Wilson. 1-1.
Oh,
swing and a miss at a slider.
Yeah. Well, he's not going to. If he sees a fastball, you got to scoop unless it's out of the zone and really out of the zone.
Judge 3 for 7 career against Castillo with a home run. Castillo poised with the glove in front of his face. Goes into the line. The 1-2 to Judge. Outside. And low ball 2-2.
So he's seen sliders and changeups so far, as has Judge. And I don't blame him.
Cody Bellinger's on deck. 2 out, a 2-2 pitch to Judge. Here it comes. A breaking ball, swing on and over the outstretched glove of the shortstop, Rivas, and that's a base hit for Aaron Judge.
And went down and got the slider. It was moving away from him, and he got that just enough to get over Rivas's head. That was
so strong.
It was on the other side of the batter's box.
Yeah, right? It sounded like he broke his bat, too. Cleanup hitter today, Cody Bellinger, brought to you by Citgo. Clean up on savings on every fill-up with Club Citgo. Download the app now to start saving. 2 out, 1 on. Bellinger's picked it up lately. First pitch inside. He's hitting .229, 5 home runs, and 21 runs batted in.
Yeah, really, that average is climbing and climbing every day.
Really glad to see that. 12 hits in his last 35 at-bats. Here's the 1-0. Hit hard, down in right field line. Judge in full gear, wearing the pink shoes. He's digging for third. Bellinger into second. The whole Judge at third. A ringing double by Cody Bellinger, his 6th of the season. And here come the Yankees in the first inning.
And this really is hard contact. That's what they had said. And that pitch was up. It was over the middle of the plate. He was trying to get it down and away, and it stayed up and over the middle of the plate.
That was a hard blast. This Tavares got it back in, ran it down. With 2 outs, there's no way Luis Rojas is going to send Judge. Chance for a couple here. Here's Volpe. First time he's facing Castillo. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he went right at him there. He goes right at Volpe with the 95-mile-an-hour fastball. For Bellinger, 10-game hitting streak now. He's hitting .333 over those 10 games.
Volpe. He's hitting at .240 with 6 homers. There's the 0-1. It's way outside, backhanded by Cal Raleigh in the left-hand hitter's box. 1-1. Castillo 11-12 with the Mariners last year, 14-9 in 2023 when he made the All-Star team for the 3rd time. 1-1, couple of men aboard. Breaking ball, front door, slider in there for strike, 1-2. Would love to cash in right here. Judge at third. He's got the pink spikes on and pink batting gloves. Bellinger's at second. 1-2 pitch inside under his hands, well off the plate. Ball 2-2.
Castillo gave up 5 runs over 5 innings on Friday. That was at home against the Blue Jays. They got swept by the Blue Jays.
Sure did. Got outscored 21-7. 2-2 to Volpe. Pitch swung on and missed. Wow. Castillo with his Castillo flex, showing the pump in the fist, looking to the sky. This roof here at T-Mobile Park. Runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left. Nothing across for the Yankees.
Club Citgo app today. The easiest way to save money on fuel. Now you're good to go.
Summers in New Jersey were made to wow you. From sun and wows to fun and wows. Chillin' wows to thrillin' wows. So come see what your wow's gonna be. New Jersey. It's one summer wow after another after another. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey. Little state. Lot of wow.
Hey, baseball fans, living with a chronic illness that requires IV medication? Say hello to state-of-the-art private suites for all of your infusion needs at ThriveWell Infusion. ThriveWell Infusion will have you back in the game in no time. Visit us at thrivewellinfusion.com. Let us help you thrive at ThriveWell Infusion, saving lives drip by drip.
Barnes Firm reminds you this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the New York Yankees.
Miles Mastrobuoni stands in to lead off things for the Mariners. First pitch from Warren. Fastball on the inside corner for strike.
And it may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Counts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the New York Yankees. Your NJ1 call to make to the Barnes Firm 1-800-8-million.
Mastrobuoni, left-hand hitter, looks at another strike. Little slider in the inside corner.
Right before the game, J.P. Crawford was scratched. Miles Mastrobuoni, who the Yankees have seen before in different uniforms, was slotted into the leadoff spot. Do we know what's wrong with JP?
Not heard. And boy, and I talked to JP before the game. He looked fine.
Happened
seemed
quickly.
Fine. 0-2 from Warren. Here's the pitch from the right-hander. Breaking ball bounced up there at the 58-foot level. 1-2.
Now, what Warren needs to do is establish his fastball. This has always been his key. He had his best start the last time out, but he's got to establish that fastball. So the other things, great changeup. But the other things need to work off that fastball.
There's 1-2 with the infield pulled around to the right. Breaking ball swung on and in and out of the glove of Escara.
And great curveball swung through, so still ahead.
Booney said something interesting along those same lines. You know, when he gets himself in trouble, find a way out. And he did a better job, much better job in his last outing.
Well, that's so much a part of learning. You got to let young pitchers get through this. It's May. Let him try.
1-2 pitch socked into left center field, roaming over to his right. Wow. The casual just below the belt line catch by Trent Grisham. He has been fun to watch.
He
One
is
out.
Fun to watch. He's living his dream this year, huh?
He's getting playing time, right?
Well, it's a big deal, but Aaron Boone said he saw it in spring training. He walked in with a different attitude. Sometimes you just have to, so much. Everybody's got talent in this game. Everybody.
At this level?
The difference is so many times it's the mental outlook and how you go about things. Why does one guy make it and somebody else doesn't with the same talent?
Here's Polanco, one of the top RBI guys in the American League. Looks at first pitch fastball for a strike. Polanco is 5th in RBIs, just ahead of Cal Raleigh, who's 6th. Healthy is the best thing. One of the good things to say about Polanco, next pitch bounces up there. He's healthy. His legs his knees are better. He's got a better base, better foundation. Boy, it reflects in his numbers. 324, 10 homers, and 29 runs batted in. He's DHing today. He'll largely be a DH against right-hand hitters. 1 out, bottom of the first, no score. Yankees put 2 hits up on the board, couldn't score in the top half. Next pitch down low, 2-1. Jorge, make that. Julio Rodriguez is on deck. Dimas, Volpe, LeMahieu, and Rice, the infield for the Yankees today. There's 2-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. And in and out of the glove of Escara. 2-2 the count.
And the idea is to have DJ LeMahieu pretty much play second base.
Really good versatility on this club with Reyes and Vivas can play.
Well, Vivas and Peraza can probably platoon over third until.
Too bad. 2-2. Breaking ball swung on, dribbled foul behind home plate.
And then when Jazz, they'll make a decision when Jazz comes back. But things always take care of themselves. Everybody asks, well, what'll happen? Well, it always takes care of itself. Someone else will get hurt. There'll be a trade. They'll figure it out.
Warren's 2-2 here. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And bounce it up there again. About the 56 758-foot mark.
Well, you got to get that fastball going again. That's, you get ahead and then throw them in the dirt. His fastball has been good so far. He's thinking about it, too.
Got to soldier on. Just got to keep going. Keep grinding. 3-2 to Polanco. And the pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Oh, Scarra.
Great curveball.
Showing some faith in the young man, calling that pitch. Comes back with a strikeout. He had bounced a couple of breaking balls up there. First strikeout of the game. Here's Julio Rodriguez.
And the first strikeout of the game presented by Weichert Realtors. Don't settle for a good agent. Go for a great one at Weichert.com.
Julio, 229, 7 homers and 18 runs batted in. Typical slow start for him. First pitch swung on and hit back into the screen. Strike one.
Well,
you got to watch out for this guy's second half.
Well, I know it's like two halves, and Bernie always used to say, I never got a hit till June. And he's exaggerating a little bit, but we've
probably
seen
not by too much, though, right? And, if you're going through that, it feels like, man, is this ever going to stop?
No.
Good looking fastball in there for strike 0-2. And by this stage of Julio's career, he's done it enough that there's no panic involved. Doesn't like it, but there's no panic involved. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball way outside, ball one.
And that sweeper just a little bit too much. It went flying out of the zone.
Julio, 2-time All-Star, 2-time Silver Slugger winner, Rookie of the Year in 22. Yep. Fourth in MVP balloting in 23. Breaking ball outside, dug out by Scarra, 2-2.
And I love the fact that Ichiro comes every day and warms him up in the outfield. They play catch-up.
Wasn't it fun watching him yesterday?
Yes. Yeah. The last time we were here, there was Ichiro. Ichiro didn't come today, he said, because they didn't take hitting. But every day the Mariners have hitting here, he's there.
2-2. Swing and a miss, top of the zone. Blew it right by him.
Four-seamer at 94.
That will work. That plays, as they say. 1-2-3 inning. So we go to the second inning. Mariners nothing, Yankees nothing on WFAN Yankees.
And if you want a Cy Young, 73, 5, and 6, I've got an extra 5. And then it says, has worked as a TV commentator. And I did start back in 1978. I did the Yankees and the Red Sox playing the one-game playoff. And ABC said if the Yankees win, Reggie will play, and then you'll go broadcast with Howard Cosell and Keith Jackson. And that's how I started my broadcast. And that's the Bucky Dent home run. So every time I see Bucky Dent, I go, thank you for making me a broadcaster.
On the Fan, WFAN 1019, and always live on the Odyssey app.
Here we go, top of the second, no score. Game 3, rubber match here. Yankees and the Mariners. Mariners win last night's game in 11, 2-1. Mariners won that game, and the Yankees won the first game 11-5 in resounding fashion. They deal with Luis Castillo today. Here's Jason Dominguez to lead off, batting lefty against the veteran right-hander. First pitch inside, backs him off the plate, ball one.
Today's Acme Markets home run payoff contestant is Christine B. from Bayside. Christine will win a $100 Acme Markets gift card for every homer the Yanks hit in the second. Visit WFAN.com.
Next pitch outside with a fastball, 2-0.
Or WFAN.com/Acme.
Luis Castillo, boy, they need him to be a horse here in Seattle. Bryce Miller just went on the IL. So they got Logan Gilbert and George Kirby on the IL. Here's a 2-0. And fastball paints the outside corner. Jerry DiPoto, the president of baseball opposite, hopes to have all three of them back in early June. He had hoped that with the pitching, with the division not quite as strong as it usually has been. Here's 2-1. Swung on and popped up. Left side. Cal Raleigh taking a look. It's out of play. He thought with their pitching, they'd be able to run away and hide.
Well, it's only May.
Well, what Jerry told me the other day about, we're paying the price for the enjoyment of having all of those starts made for the most part over the last 3 years. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Swung on, popped up, playable in the infield. Here comes Williamson, calling off Castillo. Did a good job, and Castillo hurt him and backed off. He came in between home plate and the mound to make the play.
Well, you never want the pitcher making a play. If you can help it.
How about Weaver diving for that ball? Was that
yes, it was. Yes, it
Wow.
was. You don't want that either. But he was fine.
And like you said, the best part was that Wellesley pulled up.
Well, you don't crash into the Austin Wells with all his equipment on. That
no chance. Be like some middle linebacker team. Yeah. Where's DJ LeMahieu? Second at bat of the season.
Now, don't forget, DJ's had no spring training. That's why he's taken so long and
swings and foul tipped into the glove.
In some rehabs and stayed down there a while. But if he gets back to form.
Oh, look out.
Yeah.
67 games last year, 204. Boy, so many injuries for him.
Just injured. He tried to play through it, couldn't do it.
0-1, hit hard down the right field line. Well out of play.
When he was healthy, and I keep saying that, this is a guy who won a batting title in both leagues.
Absolutely.
This is a great hitter. You don't forget how to hit if he is healthy, and of course we don't know the whole truth, but if he is, professional hitter.
0-2 pitch here from Castillo, up high, ball one. 4-time Gold Glove winner, 2-time batting title, 2-time Silver Slugger, 3-time All-Star.
He was a great player.
And the man's got a career batting average of 289.
And that's with these couple of bad years.
You bet. Next pitch, swing on, hit down the third base line. Backhanded nicely by Williamson. Takes his time, throws over to record the out. That's a fine play by Ben Williamson.
It really was, and I think what you said is really important there. And he's a kid, and just no panic at all. That was hit very, very hard. He stayed with it. He set himself, because a lot of times you look over and you want to get rid of the ball quickly to make sure. He set himself.
He took a big crow hop, didn't he?
Got a good arm.
2 outs. Here's J.C. Escarra, the catcher. Hitting at 212 with a home and 4 RBI. Left-hand hitter drills one center field right at Julio. Backs up a few steps, makes the catch just above his head. And you're right about the hard contact. He previewed that in the pregame. As the Yankees go down 1-2-3 in the second inning. It'll be the middle of the order led by Cal Raleigh coming up for the Mariners. No score.
And find out why spring starts with Acme. This week at Acme, get beef strip steak, bone-in, value pack for $7.99 per pound. Or Turkey Hill ice cream at 2 for $6. Hurry in now or download the Acme mobile app to shop any way you want. In-store, delivery, or to drive up and go. Spring starts at Acme.
Back here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle, roof covering a slight breeze. Ball tends to carry pretty well here when the roof is closed here in Seattle, so keep that in mind as we move forward. Cal Raleigh going to lead things off 1 for 4, had an RBI double 4th inning last night. That gave the Mariners a 1-0 lead till the Yankees tied it up in the 9th, and then Seattle won it in the 11th. Cal switch hitter, batting lefty, overall 242, 13 homers and 28 runs batted in. Warren facing the Mariners for the first time in his career. First pitch fouled off.
Driver on the League brought to you by Meineke Car Care Centers. Trust your keys with Meineke. They're playing 2 in Baltimore. The first one is over. Minnesota doubled up. Baltimore 6-3.
Here's your 1 to Raleigh way outside, ball 1.
Jeez, they lose every day.
Who's that?
Baltimore.
Oh, my God. What happened?
Pitching. No pitching.
They didn't go for it. Looked like they were, they were positioned to go for it in the offseason. 1-1 from Warren to Raleigh. The pitch outside.
And Minnesota's jumped out to a 3-0 lead in the second game. They're in top of the third. Trevor Larnach hit his 7th homer of the year. Final in Cleveland. Milwaukee beats them 9-5.
2-1. Here's the pitch from Warren. Down low and in the dirt. 3-1. Being very careful with Cal Raleigh having a really strong season.
Everything else at night in the American League. There are 2 going on in Philadelphia. Philly beat St. Louis 2-1 in the first game, and they will start. That's a day-night doubleheader. They'll start the second game at 6.
3-1. In there for strike with a breaking ball. Nice. Cal Raleigh second to Judge in home runs in the American League with 13.
Mets are hosting Pittsburgh tonight at 7 o'clock, and everything else will be under the lights also.
Cal Raleigh has splits against righties, 242. He's got 9 of his home runs against right-hand pitching. 240 against left-hand pitching. 3-2 pitch here. Breaking ball swung on and missed.
Wow. There's that.
Will Warren, 3 consecutive strikeouts. There's one down here in the second.
Like that fastball setting up the curve. That's what he did with Julio. Do you think we have to keep reminding people that the Mets are in on Friday?
I don't think so. Not New York City. Don't. No chance.
I guess someone will be back in right field.
Guy named Juan Soto.
Different color uniform.
Boy, is he going to hear it. That'll be interesting. Randy Arozarena, first pitch fastball for strike.
I guess he will, but will he really?
Come on, you've been around long enough.
I understand, but there's no one sitting in the right field stands that would have gone for less money.
I'm with you. Nevertheless, he's going to hear
it. Some of it will be funny. Some probably won't be.
Okay. Fastball in on his fist. So Rosarena fouls it straight back. 0-2. Get there early, folks. It'll be a big crowd. 3 big games with the New York Mets. Rosarena hitting 239, 5 homers and 20 runs batted in. Pitch outside.
By the way, Jack Curry of Yes had this on his Twitter account, and a fan, Frank Luna, and I believe that's the guy who caught Andrew Velasquez's home run ball, and the Yankees took him. Evidently, Mariner fans were so moved by Oswaldo Cabrera and the reaction to New Yorkers and the players, they've started donating to the Covenant House in here. And the fans have donated to Covenant House. Good job, people.
2-2. That pitch outside with another breaking ball.
When I gave Oswaldo his award, baseball writers, for contributions to the community, he's very active in Covenant House and always is visiting the kids and all of that. So Mariners fans are donating.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
3-2 pitch. Fastball paints the outside corner, rung him up, caught him looking. That is 4 consecutive strikeouts by Will Warren. 2 down here in the second.
Get ahead with the fastball, then throw that curveball. That has worked so far. Oswaldo got his MRI. They know what it is. They're talking to different surgeons. I know his agent wants to have different ideas. Just don't always do that. Always go to a second opinion. So there has been no choice yet of who is going to do the surgery or when, but it'll be shortly.
Rowdy Tellez, left-hand hitter, fastball away. Let me just put a tag on what you were talking about, the donations. Big Hearts here in the Pacific Northwest, which I found out certainly over the last 18 years when I had my Achilles problem and the prostate issue. People were very good. Here's 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
I think people are good in general.
Yes, indeed.
And it lets you be who you are when you can do something like that. But good job. Congratulations, Seattle.
Great job. Way to go, Pacific Northwest and Seattle. Here's 1-1 pitch to Tellez. Breaking ball missed down low. 2-1. Tellez hitting a $191 with 6 homers and 19 runs batted in.
I don't think they probably thought that that's what they were getting.
She said kindly.
No, well, yeah. I mean, he's a home run hitter, but 191 is not good.
No score here, bottom of the second.
This is good. One thing that we have found, and no one knew this in spring training, J.C. Escar can really catch.
Here's a 2-2 to Tellez. Breaking ball, swung on and miss. He strikes out the side. He struck out 5 consecutive and 6 up, 6 down. What a start by Will Warren. Wow. We go to the third inning, no score. Mariners and Yankees on WF.
Another W for Dave. Rose courtside thanks to Game Time.
What's up, guys? I'm front row at the concert thanks to Game Time. Woo!
Wait, Game Time has concert tickets?
Yeah, look.
Huh.
It's the best way to guarantee you're getting the lowest price to your favorite artist, too, even at the last minute.
What time is it? It's Game Time!
I was so inspired by what you were making that I want to do my own all-star ballpark bite, but I'm thinking we take some of that brisket that you make, and I'm going to do like a little slider. Got the pepper jack cheese, some American, get it going with some of the barbecue sauce that you have, that spicy, delicious one, and then caramelized onions. Make like a little sandwich. We cool?
Sound like a plan.
I think we did good.
Oh, thank you.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thanks, Chef.
Tab wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or overcooking your chicken, fish, or meat to achieve perfection. Order the newly released third generation Chef IQ Sense now with so many upgrades at chefiq.com.
Hi, this is Aaron Judge. You can hear every pitch of Yankees baseball on The Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
And the first pitch of the bottom of the second was a 93-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Brought to you by Optimum Fiber. Don't take slow for an answer. Here's first pitch and a line drive right field off the bat of Jordan Vivas to get the Yankees going here in the top of the third. It's their third hit in the ball game against Luis Castillo.
Storage Post is your local self-storage expert. Rent a unit online today and experience the Storage Post difference, the official self-storage partner of the New York Yankees. Starting to see a little bit up from Vivas. They were pretty high on him when they got him. First
Indeed.
2 times up, did not play at all. Now starting to play.
Center fielder Trent Grisham stepping in.
I don't know about him at third because we haven't seen him, but he's a very good second baseman.
First pitch way outside, and Grisham at the plate. Centers Healthcare. I'd like to remind you that they're not just care, they're care that moves you. CentersHealthcare.com. Grisham robbed by Julio Rodriguez in front of the pen in deep left center field to open up the ball game. Great catch by Julio. Went over the fence to get it. Here's a pitch in there for strike 1-1. So Trent still looking for his first career hit against Castillo. With that great catch by Julio, is now 0 for 10 career. Here's a pitch. Swung on and foul tip into Rawley's glove. 1-2.
Well, our buddies at Yes just showed Julio missing the ball in that other game when he went over and didn't come down with it. That was the teal glove. This is the pink glove. So maybe it's the pink glove that has the magic in it, and the teal just didn't do it for him.
Yeah, it's a sort of tealy, almost a
No, this one's pink. This one's like...
That's pink. I guess it is. It's sort of a dark pink.
Well,
and he's got matching laces, too.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He's a fashion statement.
Oh, without question.
But the other one was teal. This is that Mother's Day pink.
Yeah, just like with Judge's wearing his Mother's Day pink shoes. Throw over to first. Evas back safely. Top of the third inning, no score. Mariners and the Yankees. Yankees will see the Mariners at the stadium in July, going into right before the All-Star break. The Mariners for 3 and the Cubs for 3 leading into the break. Here's pitch. Almost hitting. Breaking ball down and in. And his walks across into the right-hand hitter's box. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grisham, left-hand hitter, having a sensational start. So this season getting a lot of playing time. He's played a very good center field.
Yep, Kent. Supposed to be a fourth outfielder, not anymore.
No.
You always say when you hit, they'll find a place to put you.
Correct. 2-2. Here's a pitch. Breaking ball down and in. Didn't miss by much. Boy, he thought about swinging, too. Oh, wait a minute. He got rung up? I didn't see the right hand go up by Dreckman.
Well, it was a late call.
It was a very late call.
Yep. Take a look at that again. That was right at the knees, but look at you standing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, Dreckman didn't raise the hand. I know it was close.
He did.
And Grisham stood there for a couple seconds, too.
I think he was waiting to see if he was going to get called out, or he's looking back like, what? How about telling me a little sooner? You know, nobody likes to be embarrassed, and nobody wants to show up and umpire.
It's not worth it in the long run.
No.
Here's Ben Rice. He struck out first time up. Left-hand hitter. Drives one into left center field over the head of the shortstop, Rivas. Thinking about going to third as Vivas, and Julio pumped and dared him to go. Vivas went back to second. Third inning brought to you by Spectrum. Fast and reliable connection, making more things possible. Spectrum. Well, here comes the big man, Aaron Judge, with a couple men aboard.
The only one you run on is the left fielder. I wouldn't run on Taveras, and I wouldn't run on Julio.
No chance.
Randy can be iffy.
Yeah, you run at your own peril because Julio can be a little bit wild, but boy, he's got great velo.
Arm,
They can really get it in there. Well, here's
Taveras
Judge.
has always been good.
Base hit to left, first time up. Couple of men on here again for the Yankees. They left 2-1 in the first. First pitch, breaking ball. Foul tip held on by Raleigh, strike one.
Once again, he's going to see that slider, maybe the changeup. If it's a fastball, it will be nowhere near the zone. See if you can get him to chase.
There's the 0-1, Aaron, as the Yankees threaten here, top of the third. Runners at first and second, one out. The pitch outside in the left-hand hitter's box. Checked out at first base umpire Shane Livensparger. Said no, he did not go. 1-1. He's got the pink batting gloves, the pink shoes on. Where's it Will? There's a 1-1 pitch. Inside, 2-1.
Yep, change up and sliders. That's what he's seen so far.
All right, let's see if he gets a slider right here, see what he does with it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Vivas at second, Rice at first. The 2-1 to Judge from Castillo, and a pickoff attempt back in safely. Fairly close play. Vivas back diving and touching up the base with his right hand.
Yeah, that was closer than I would think. There was a timing play.
Here's the 2-1 from Castillo to Judge. The pitch. Missed down and away, 3-1.
Another slider. Sliders and change. Which one's he going to get? That's what he's.
Slider. Here we go. 3-1 to Judge. Couple of men aboard. Slider.
Yep.
3-2 on a swing and a miss.
Big vertical drop on that one. Let's see how far it went. Started at the end, and that drop just enough to mess up that swing.
He's seen the slider three times now, and he's seen the fastball. Let's see what deals here.
No.
And Judge going to use his timeout.
Judge, of course, picks up the dirt, as he is wont to do. Throws it away. Does
Judge
that every
has,
time.
You'll love this one, Susan. He's got 10 home runs here in this ballpark. 5th most at any ballpark in his career around the game.
Really?
Here's a 3-2 pitch from Castillo. Swung on and missed, struck him out.
Wow.
Foul tip held on by Cal Raleigh. That's a huge out.
That's the first fastball that he has seen in these first 2 at bats. 96 miles an hour. He hasn't thrown it much, but there it was, 96, and you're not gearing up for it because all you've seen is breaking pitches, the slider and the change.
So 2 strikeouts in this inning, 4 for the ball game. There's cleanup hitter Cody Bellinger. Cleanup hitter sponsored by Roto-Rooter. Leave plumbing to the pros at Roto-Rooter. Our double first time up, and Cody swings here and fouls it into Cal's glove for strike 1. Inning started with Vivas with a base hit to right center. Grisham struck out. Then Rice singles to left center, and now 0-1 to Bellinger after the strikeout of Judge. Next pitch up high and outside, 1-1. No score, top of the third. An interesting series.
10-game hitting streak, hitting .333, as we said earlier in this game after his first hit.
Fastball way inside, backs him off the plate. Ball 2-1. And Bellinger, he's healthy, and he was barreling the ball consistently in spring training. A little rugged start here, but now it's starting to go. You get into mid-May. 2-1 pitch. Dribbled foul, first base side.
I still think it's health. He had that back issue, and then the food poisoning just knocked him out. Healthy, back is fine.
Opportunity here for the Yankees. They had 2 on in the first inning. They've got runners at first and second here. 2-2 to Bellinger. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Perfect.
Boy, Castillo escapes, striking out the side, stranding 2. We go bottom 3 and be the bottom third of the order for the Mariners in this scoreless game on WFAN.
I feel like food and sharing a meal with someone is a universal language. You can't go to a ballpark and not have a nice hot dog. So if I'm at the ballpark, I'm gonna get a nice heavy glizzy. You gotta have chili on there, you gotta have cheese. If your hot dog isn't bending in the middle because it's like about to fall apart, then you're not doing it right. So you gotta have a glizzy and then something cold, whatever it is, beer, lemonade. You gotta have something cold to wash that hot dog down with.
Doesn't have to be. At ThriveWell, you'll be provided with exceptional care, comfort, compassion, and convenience. Visit us at ThriveWellInfusion.com. That's ThriveWellInfusion.com. Saving lives, drip by drip.
Back here at T-Mobile Park, we've got a good pitching matchup this afternoon. Luis Castillo and Will Warren. Will Warren has struck out the last 5 hitters. He's retired all 6 that he's faced. Castillo has pitched out of 2 jams and striking out 5. Here's a pitch swung on, hit to the right side, fielded by DJ LeMahieu, waiting for Rice to get to the bag, and it was a collision afterwards, and now down on the ground it's Taveras as he runs into the back of Rice. You had Warren coming over to cover first. Rice was coming back. The throw from DJ split the difference. Rice was in the baseline and was run into by Taveras, who went down in a heap.
And he's trying to see if his jaw is okay. And he gets up, he's all right. But you're right, Ben Rice is a big guy.
Ooh.
And it's an error on, they gave it to DJ.
You know what happened, too? The play went south when Rice went hard to his right, thinking he was going to get it, and that's what caused the confusion.
Well, the interesting thing, there's got to be a reason why he gets there, but I think that the throw from DJ was supposed to be towards Warren, because Warren came over and he was leading him to first base, but Rice was standing there. Looking at it again, they're making sure he's okay. See, the ball was supposed to go to Warren. He was leading Warren, but Rice stayed right on the line there. So Warren did not catch the ball.
Rice just had his glove on the back of Taveras. You okay? I'm okay. No harm, no foul. Man, that was scary. All right, so an E4 gets the Mariners going here in the third. Here's Ben Williamson, third baseman, beg your pardon. And first pitch down low, ball 1.
That's a tough error.
I'll say.
He threw it to the catcher who didn't put his hand out. Yeah. Oh, well.
Williamson, right-hand hitter. And a pitch. Fastball paints the outside corner for strike 1-1. Williamson was batting in a 9 spot last night. Went 1 for 4. So That E4 ends a run of 6 up and 6 down. Next pitch outside. Ball 2, 2-1. Williamson hitting at 244. 1 homer and 11 runs batted in. More of a glove man. 6 foot 210 out of 24 years old out of Fairfax, Virginia. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Boy, got him to chase there. 2-2. No score, bottom of the third. Yankees have had 2 great opportunities. They had second and third in the first and second in the third. Could not score. Warren, to this point, only allowed 1 base runner. That was on the E4, which just happened. Next pitch down low, ball 3. Warren a long look. He's ready. And a 3-2 pitch. Fastball, strike 3 called. Outside corner,
He's
little
feeling.
paint job. That was nice. 6 strikeouts for Will Warren.
He is really dealing, and there's so much confidence in that last start.
Oh, you know it.
Oh, I can see why it might have been a little low, but okay.
He will take it. No giving back. Double play can get him out of trouble here. Here's Leo Rivas. Throw over to first. Tavares back safely. So Warren, he got 6 strikeouts. His season best was last outing 7 against the Athletics. Runner holds it first. Bunt shown. Pitch taken down low for a ball.
Rivas played in 22 games so far this year. 3 ribbies.
Spent a lot of time in the minor leagues, boy. You talk about Escara, he's another one of these guys, 10, 11 years. Just trying to get a shot. Here's the 1-0 pitch, taken for strike. 1-1. Leo's 5'8". They list him at $150. He's in the minors from 2015 into the 2024 season, plus 1 season overseas.
So 10 years.
1-1 pitch, way outside. Third inning brought to you by Spectrum, a fast and reliable connection, making more things possible. Spectrum. No score here in the third, home third in Seattle. 2-1 here to little Leo Rivas. The pitch almost hit him with his back foot, down and in with the fastball.
On a lawn that looks like Yankee Stadium, turn to Pennington, the official partner of the New York Yankees grounds crew. Trusted by pros, perfect for homes. Pennington, the grass is greener.
So 3-1 to Rivas. He's batting in the 9 spot. You got Miles Mastrobuoni. Leadoff man on deck. Tavares, pretty good lead at first. He doesn't run. Here's a pitch, swung on, hit to the right side, into right field. Tavares with the play in front of him. He'll shut it down at second as Bellinger gets the ball back in quickly. So that's the first hit this afternoon for the Mariners.
And it's the guy at the bottom. And interesting, huh?
We see all kinds of crazy things here in baseball, boy. I tell you. Right now we pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for Evan and Tiki. Afternoons from 2 to 6:30. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
And we're back here, and as we were away, Matt Blake is out talking to Will Warren, and this consultation on the mound is brought to you by the Barnes Firm Injury Attorneys. Call for a free consultation at 1-800-8-million. By the way, if you can't get tickets to the games this weekend with the Mets, the World Trade Center, where they're once again partnering up with MLB, and they're going to have free watch parties down there for this weekend for Yankees Mets. That'll be wild. Friday, North Oculus Plaza, and will feature all 3 weekend games. They're going to have a large projection screen and speakers, and obviously there will be food and beverage for you to...
That's a New York party right there, boy.
Yeah, can you imagine that weekend?
Oh, man. Did you check the weather?
No, I haven't. We could look. I'll look on the little app here. Yeah. Top
of the order, here's Mastrobuoni. Left-hand hitter. First pitch breaking ball in there for strike.
Mastrobuoni's been around. I know that he was last with the Cubs. He's been in the National League for a while, I think. We should look that up. I know I saw him with the Cubs. I think he's been over there for a while, too.
0-1 with a couple of men aboard here for the Mariners. And a pitch. Fastball for strike. Gets ahead of Mastrobuoni 0-2. 14th round pick out of UNLV.
He's played with Tampa Bay and the Cubs.
Mm-hmm.
And he was traded to the Mariners from the Cubs for cash this January.
They needed some bodies. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball. A little dribble in front of the mound. It'll be Warren fielding and throwing in time to Rice to get the out. Nice job by DJ LeMahieu and the right fielder Bellinger. They were in backup mode. Boy, I always like seeing that.
Yep.
2 down. So 2 outs. With runners at second and third for Polanco, who struck out on the 3-2 pitch his first time. Warren struck out 6, giving up no runs on 1 hit. First pitch breaking ball, boy, didn't miss by much.
No.
Warren thought he had it. He was down in the front of the mound, like, where was that? Rivas, the third baseman, well off the line. Volpe, shortstop, playing up the middle. Polanco looks at the pitch away from him. The ball 2-0. Coming to you live from the Provident Bank broadcast booth. Provident Bank, commitment you can count on. Visit provident.bank to learn more. Threat here by the Mariners, their first threat of the afternoon. In this scoreless ball game, a 2-0 pitch here to Polanco. Breaking ball at his back foot. Ball 3. And he got Julio Rodriguez to deal with if he loses him here. And Polanco, as we mentioned earlier, 5th in RBIs in the league with 29, 1 ahead of Cal Raleigh. It's been a good start for Polanco. 3-0 from Warren. And the pitch. He went with a breaking ball and missed. Down low to load him up. Ball 4.
I kind of lost it here, but this is now the second time around for everybody, so they can see what he is doing. And this is when you make your major adjustments if you're a hitter. You've already seen him once.
And this is a situation what Booney was talking about. How do you deal after you've had success and now you got a little trouble? How do you deal with it?
And you got Julio Rodriguez, so you got some big trouble.
Julio struck out on a 2-2 pitch. He's going to be swinging for the moon here these first 2 pitches.
By the way, that was the first walk of the game, brought to you by Route 22 Toyota. Why walk when you could be driving a new Toyota? Route22Toyota.com.
Julio likes the center dramatic, and you got to keep him in the yard right here. First pitch. Hit hard down the right field line. Fair ball. Everybody's running. Rivas scores. Taveras scores. They'll stop Polanco at third. Julio kept it fair. A bullet down the right field line. And a 2-0 Mariner lead here in the third.
And they're right on those pitches now, so they've adjusted here. That ball was up. If he stays down with it, maybe you got a better shot. But I'd love it when people say Julio's in a terrible slump. He's still Julio Rodriguez, and he still can do that. And as Dave said, flair for the dramatic. Played pretty well, actually, by Bellinger out there. It hit the wall and bounced back. He picked it up on that. It hit the corner wall. He picked it up very nicely, got it back in as quickly as possible.
So runners at second and third now. You got Polanco at third, Julio at second. Here's Cal Raleigh, who struck out to open up the second inning. Number 2 in home runs, Aaron Judge. Be careful. Breaking ball swung on, drilled to right center field. Here comes Grisham. Dives and makes the catch. Wow, that prevented a big turn of events here. Lined out, Cal Raleigh. 2 runs on 2 hits. And an error.
A sartorial issue here. There's the team name, Chicago Cubs, so it does work.
It's got the right color.
Yeah, it's gray.
Maybe there was something went wrong with his other one.
1-1 to Marte in the air, right to the guy we just showed you.
Symptoms of a stroke.
Hi, this is Jason Dominguez. You can hear every pitch of the Yankees baseball on the Fan 101.9 FM and the free Odyssey app.
Well, Luis Castillo and the Mariners have a 2-0 lead. We go top of the fourth. Yankees will send up Volpe, Dominguez, and LeMahieu 5, 6, and 7. Top of the fourth is sponsored by Hand and Stone Massage and Facial Spa. Book a relaxing massage or facial after the game. First pitch. Down and into Volpe. Ball one. Anthony struck out at a 2-2 pitch to end the first inning. Castillo with 5 Ks. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Wait for 1-1.
Yankee fans shop the New Era Authentic Collection at the Yankees team store on NewEraCap.com. New Era, the official on-field cap of Major League Baseball.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball top of the zone. 1-1 to Volpe.
Well, he got him on that 4-seamer last time. Brad back, 96.
1-2. Worked inside and missed down low. Not by much. 2-2. Two runs, 2 hits for the Mariners. No runs, 4 hits for the Yankees. Yankees left 2 on in the first, 2 on in the third. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball way out front. Just got a piece of it. Cal could not hold on, so the at-bat lives for another pitch. Infield straight up, outfield pretty much straight up with Julio a couple steps towards right. 2-2. Volpe swings and hits it to right center. Easy play for Taveras. Pretty much straight away right field.
Off the end of the bat, just got it. Off the end of the bat, however.
Judge and Bellinger got hits in the first inning. Rivas and Rice in the second inning, and that's it to this point. There's Jason Dominguez. Infield pop-up. Caught by Williamson, the third baseman, who had to run in between the mound and home plate. Here's another pop-up left side. This is going into left field for Rosarena. Can of corn for him. It's that one-hand catch, 2 down. Last night, Dominguez got thrown out. Booney got thrown out. That was a missed call by Mark Wigner.
Well, I'm waiting for them to change that DJ error. That was ridiculous. Too bad.
Pitch to LeMahieu. Backs him off with a fastball down and in, ball one. Grounded out the third his first time up. Well, before the injury set in, boy, you look at his numbers. He always posted. He was playing 150 games. Another fastball inside. Try to jam him up. Ball 2-0. Top of the fourth, 2-0 Mariners. Mariners 2-1 in 11 last night. Yankees, big offensive production, 11-5 in the opener 2 days ago. Third pitch up and in.
Well, now he's getting really good with that fastball because he wasn't throwing it hardly at all early on the first time through. Now he's going right to that fastball. Still 95.
15th season for DJ. Here's the 3-0. Right down the pipe, taken all the way. 3-1.
Another one. four-seamer, 95. He's been throwing 95, 96.
Still cloudy here in Seattle. Roof above us here at T-Mobile Park, but as we look north, a little brightening skies, just a little bit. 3-1 pitch hit down the right field line a long way, but it is slicing foul.
Look out here, see the football stadium. What's that called?
Lumen Field.
What was it before?
CenturyLink. And it was something.
Wasn't it?
I should know the first. That was the second.
Where's Qualcomm? Is that what that was?
Qualcomm was San Diego. That was San Diego Jack Murphy Stadium. Then it was Qualcomm. One of your favorite places in baseball. 3-2 to LeMay.
A nice place now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Petco Park. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and foul back into the screen. This will be pitch number 7 for DJ. 2 out here, top of the 4th. Here comes the 3-2 from Castillo. Taking up high, ball 4. That's his first walk. Comes with 2 outs. And brings up J.C. Escarra. Escarra, a hard line out the center. You were talking about heavy contact, and that was one of them.
Escarra, of course, has had a lot of firsts this year. First walk-off the other day at home. Sacrifice fly down in the left field corner.
First hit, first home run. Yeah, what's the first pitch strike here?
First start in the major leagues. A lot of firsts.
We're talking about the joy that Cabrera plays with. Same with Escarra.
Yes, very much
the
so.
0-1, breaking ball down at his feet. 1-1.
Very much so.
And if there's parents out there, you want guys for your kids to root for, Escarra and Cabrera certainly fit the bill. Here's 1-1. Wow, that was a late call. Looked like it's pitched up and away. Escarra stepped out. Ball and 2 strikes.
Well, catchers never argue too vociferously.
No.
Because they're going to be right there.
I need that same pitch, pal. 1-2 to the lefty swinging Escarra. Breaking ball down low. 2-2. 2 out, runner at first. Escarra at the dish with Jorbit Vivas on deck.
You know, what we've noticed about Escarra, he is not an easy out. He is a tough out. He takes pitches. He knows the strike zone.
2-0 Mariner lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Swing on a hit foul down the left field line. Yankees will enjoy tomorrow off. I'll travel back to New York this afternoon and then bring on the Mets to the stadium. Here's the 2-2. Swung on a hit foul again. Left side out of play. Castillo's pitch count. This will be pitch number 71 as we play here in the 4th.
Well, both are getting up there. So all these strikeouts take a toll.
Cool day here at T-Mobile Park. Damp cool. 2-2 pitch. At his back feet. I got used to it after a while here. During my time here.
What? Coolness?
The
dampness,
cool.
yeah. It's when it's pretty, it's pretty. But
it's
most
out
of the
sight
time it's like this. Yes.
Hey, for summertime, top shelf.
Yeah.
3-2 here to Escarra. Runner goes. Pitch swung on, hit to the left side, waiting for it. Williamson gobbles it up, takes his time, throws over to first to record the final out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left for the Yankees in the 4th. It's 2-0 Seattle here on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S. Year after year, the Jeep brand has delivered game-changing technology and features to help keep you off the bench and on to your next adventure. By blending thoughtful luxury capability and advanced technology, the Jeep Wagoneer S is one key player that doesn't disappoint. Experience the brand new head-turning design and luxurious interior
So these is MLB Network talent stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of both? Money, a little trade.
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Got into some trouble in the third inning. It was an error. And it was a base hit and then a 2-run double by Julio Rodriguez. That's the difference. Bottom of the fourth. Brought to you by Cars for Kids. 877 Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Randy Arozarena, the left fielder, is going to lead things off here in the fourth. Followed by Rowdy Tellez and Leody Taveras. Arozarena, right-hand hitter. Struck out his first time. And Warren into the wind the pitch. Fastball swing on and just to the right of us here in the booth. We're on the first base side of home plate here at T-Mobile Park. The media accommodated broadcast accommodations are the best in baseball in terms of the desk height. In terms of the desk height.
And the depth.
The depth. The chairs.
The coffee.
Right. Well, the coffee, you knew to get that
the
right
refrigerator.
Here in Seattle. Pitch fouled back, 0-2.
If you're a coffee person, I don't know about Dave. I could drink coffee all day. You just go different stores. You just go in little places.
Oh, my goodness. There's 0-2. Breaking ball missed outside. 1-2. Yeah, seems like every 40 feet there's a coffee joint.
Yep, and it's best in Seattle. And you go to there's obviously a Starbucks here and everything else, but the little tiny places is where I like to go.
1-2 pitch. Went up and in. Did he go? No, he didn't, says Shane Livensbarger. He's down at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Scoreboard brought to you by Food Bazaar Supermarket. Shop local, eat global with Food Bazaar Supermarket. They're playing 2 in Philadelphia, day night.
2-2 pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, 3-2.
The 1 o'clock is over. Philly beat St. Louis 2-1. The second game will be at 6:15, Sonny Gray against Aaron Nola. Aaron Nola is not off to a good start.
Ooh.
Sonny Gray, however, is. Arizona is leading San Francisco 8-4. They're in the 5th.
That hit him. That's ball 4. I'm going to say that hit him or ball 4. Either way, he's on base. Arozarena.
He was hit.
So a hit by a pitch. The breaking ball that got away. So leadoff man's aboard here in the 4th for the Mariners. Brings up Rowdy Tellez.
6-3 Minnesota doubled up Baltimore. They are in Baltimore. Brock Stewart beat Dean Kramer. Joan Duran, amazing arm. He's got his 8th save. 6-5 Baltimore is leading Minnesota in the second game. They're in the bottom of the 5th.
There's Tellez looking at a slider for called strike.
And the last game that has finished, Milwaukee beat Cleveland 9-5. This afternoon, everything else is later.
Arozarena. He's at first. 0-1 here to Tellez. Arozarena holds and a pitch. This is down low. Arozarena is 8 for 8 in base stealing. Count 1-1 to Tellez. Struck out his first time. Big left-hand hitter. But he's hitting just 189. 6 homers and 19 runs batted in. 1-1. Outside ball 2. Good matinee crowd here at T-Mobile Park.
It really is.
Last night, 30,840. It's like the same type of deal. Breaking ball way out in front is Tellez. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Leody Taveras, switch hitter, right fielders on deck. 2-0 Mariners on a Julio Rodriguez 2-run double. Breaking ball missed. 3-2. Tried to backdoor that breaking ball, so full count. Arozarena. Pretty good speed at first.
See where we are pitch-wise, 66. So both pitchers getting up there in their pitch count. 66 now for Warren here in the 4th inning with nobody out.
3-2. And Tellez dribbles one first base side foul.
And he was really late on that changeup. Tried to hold back, could not.
It looks like he is totally geared up with fastballs.
Yeah.
And they're not going to give him anything to really do damage on. Warren set. Here comes the 3-2 to Tellez with the run at first, nobody out. The pitch. Swing. He checks it, and it's right on the inside corner, called strike 3. That is 7 Ks here for Warren, matching his season best. And one below his season best. It was Tampa Bay. He had 8 last time. It was 7 against the Athletics.
Well, that was his best game of the year in that place, which is pretty amazing.
7 strikeouts. Right at first, here's Taveras. He reached on an error by DJ LeMahieu. First pitch down low, ball 1. So 1 down. Let's see if they can get a double play ball here. And a pitch. Shows bunt. Takes a fastball for a strike. 1-1. Will Warren's first win was against the Giants back on the 12th of April. Next pitch. Backdoor. It's in there. Sweeper. Well done. Ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first. I'm surprised Rosarena hasn't run. He holds again. Breaking ball. Swing on a miss. Boy, that curve was at 80 miles an hour.
And he's really got those breaking pitches going, and all these strikeouts. It takes a lot of pitches, but that was a beautiful vertical drop on that. I bet is 17, 18 inches.
And I tell you what, Taveras swung so hard he almost corkscrewed himself into the ground. The strikeouts have come in bunches too. He's got 8. Here's Williamson, right-hand hitter, first pitch strike, fastball.
That's what Matt Blake probably was reminding him. First pitch fastball, get ahead of the hitter, then you can use your others. He really needs to, and he did that. That was a beauty, that fastball right there.
Next pitch, fastball, just beat him with it. 94.
So you got the four-seamer at 95, the sinker at 94. First pitch strikes for him today, 12 of 17.
There you go. He struck at everybody but Rascaboni and Ribas.
Here's what will hurt him, though. He's got 8 3-ball
Runner goes,
counts.
Pitch outside, throw down to second, a 1. Hopper gets into center field. Grisham backing up.
Whoa. So Rosarena. Still on base for Rosarena. He always lies there for a little while.
Another sense of dramatic.
Yeah.
It's his 9th. He's 9 for 9.
Well, as I started his day, he's got 8 3-ball counts, which is taking control. That's why I'm looking at this pitch count. Rosarena and Volpe like having a stare down. I'm going to keep the ball here until you call timeout because you might move your hand.
1-2 pitch. There it is. Breaking ball bounced up, blocked nicely by Ascara. Scrambles nicely to his right. 2-2. Rosarena, I'm going to guess, has got, I don't know, about 100K in that rope necklace that he wears. He slides into second. Didn't have to worry about diamonds falling out like it happened to a few guys over the course of time. Can't remember their name, but when I got here, Seattle were talking about some guy slid into second and they spent the next 10
diamonds.
Yeah, spent 10 minutes looking.
Didn't it used to just be your contacts? Now they look for the diamonds?
Yeah. Well, now they go with the rope chain, so there's no diamonds hanging on it. I mean, they're inlaid so well. 2-2 pitch, swung on skied. Right side, taking a look, Rice gets into the stands.
Are you supposed to wear diamonds in your ears on the field?
I'm talking about the neck. Well, yeah, I think Randy does have the diamond in the ears too, but he's got that rope necklace. It's got to be 100K.
Well, a lot of them.
Yes.
Seen some of the jewelry around? Yes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, and a pitch. Dribbled foul over third base side by Ben Williamson.
Alex Verdugo had 3 or 4 of them, and Aaron Boone said he could wear 1 on the field.
Good for Boone. Get a reunion of Boone's next week when Brett comes to town as the hitting coach of the Rangers. Here's a 2-2. Warren trying to put him away, and breaking ball swung on, popped up, playable. DJ going back, coming in Bellinger. He calls him off, makes a one-hand catch, and that'll do it. Nice job of leaving a runner stranded at second base. We go to the 5th inning. It's 2-0 Mariners over the Yankees on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Cardinal Dolan here.
Hear every pitch of Yankees baseball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
2-0 lead for the Mariners over the Yankees here this afternoon. T-Mobile Park. Ruth covering us up. Jordan Vivas will lead things off. It'll be 9-1-2. Grisham and Rice to follow. Castillo pitch count 72 pitches, 45 for strikes. First pitch, swing on, hit hard. Oh, what off the glove of the diving first baseman Tellez. Scoop underhand to Castillo, covering it first. Nice play. They get the out.
Wow.
Indeed. That's remarkable. 3-4-1 on the putout.
That was a tremendous play. Just knocked over first baseman Tellez. He got there, got the ball, and over to the second baseman. That was Mastroboni who made that play, who actually picked that up and threw to Castillo, who had the presence of mind to get over there.
That was a heck of a play. Nice job by Tellez diving to his right to knock it down. Mastroboni paying attention. Here's pitch hit hard down the first baseline, just foul by Grisham.
Hey, Yankee fans, ready to slide into flavor with Dunkin'? Swing by Dunkin' and fuel up for the game. Dunkin's drink lineup is a real game changer. The New York Yankees run on Dunkin'.
You had mentioned early on hard hit. Those two, Vivas and now Grisham with that foul ball. Coming off the bat with some heat. Top of the 5th is brought to you by Elect 825, building our future. Grisham today, 0 for 2. Got robbed by Julio to open up the game. A drive that looked like it was destined to get over the fence in left center field. Next pitch inside. 1-1. Grisham to be followed by Ben Rice. Rodriguez in the 3rd inning, a 2-run double with 2 outs. Grisham checked his swing, but it's a called strike. 1-2. Rubber match of this 3-game series. 1-2 from Castillo. Taken up high, 2-2.
Well, they're having very good at bats against him. Just don't, this is one of these making the pitch when you have to. It's already at almost 80 pitches. We're in the 5th inning, so.
2-2. At his back foot has to dance out of the way. We've seen a lot of that. Always good coaches, pitching coaches, catchers. Hey, make them move their feet. Well, there's been a lot of dance moves in this series. Man, oh man. Here comes the 3-2. Pitch to Grisham. Inside, well off the plate. Ball 4. And Grish didn't realize he'd walked. He looked like he's a little exasperated from all those pitches inside. Second walk issued by Castillo. Here comes the meat of the order for the Yankees. It's presented by Chef IQ Sense, a cooking thermometer that pairs with your phone and ensures you never over or undercook your chicken, fish, or meat again. Find one at chefiq.com. There's Ben Rice. Strikeout and a hard single to center. 2-0. Mariners here in the 5th. And a bouncing ball up the middle. Takes a shortstop right to the bag. Steps in the bag. Throws the first double play.
Making the pitch when you have to. That's what he's doing.
That's the truth.
Yep.
Rivas turned that into an easy double play to end the top of the 5th. 2-0 Mariners over the Yankees on WFAN Yankees. To freshen up your wardrobe this spring. For fine quality, style, and value, you can bet on Charles Tyrrell.
The Bet365 real-time money line is now plus 400 for the Yankees, minus 600 for the Mariners. Powered by Bet365. Gambling problem? 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's Leo Rivas, who started that 6-6-3 double play to end the Yankees' top half of the inning. Looks at a breaking ball. Inside, ball 1 from Will Warren. He struck out 8, tying his season best. Walked 1. He's down 2-0. It's 1-0. Rivas, left-hand hitter. And it's in there. Counts at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Warren. Fastball plays late. Fouled it back into the screen. 1-2. Little Leo Rivas. 10 years in the minors and second year here in the bigs. Salute that perseverance. Switch hitter. Batting lefty. Infield pull to the right. Pitch. Fastball inside corner. He took it. Didn't protest. Another strikeout for Warren. That's a new season best. Number 9 on strikeouts. 1 out.
Take a look at this pitch again. That beautiful little breaking pitch. It was right along the inside corner. Beautifully done. Rivas looks back at it. Pitcher's getting a lot of calls this series.
Here's a pitch swung on. A line drive to Volpe, playing up the middle off the bat of Mastroboni. Quick 2 outs. Caught that just below the knee. Well, if he can get it, Polanco out quickly, that'll save him on his pitch count, get him into the 6th.
Well, that's the thing they've been wanting him to do, is get further into games. That's why they're so pleased that the game against the A's, excuse me.
Hard habit to breaking ball down low and inside, ball 1. 9 strikeouts, a career best.
Particularly for those announcers who have been there decades.
Oh my goodness, Kenny Korak and the Cowboys, yeah. 1-0 here to Polanco. Hit it the other way into left field. Nice piece of hitting there by Jorge Polanco. Man, he's been out the last, there was no BP on the field today, but the last 2 days, out early, taking extensive batting practice.
Well, you can see he was always a good hitter as well as just a home run hitter. You can see that right there. And, of course, we got the third baseman, Vivas, is pulled in. And is that... And Tyler Matzik has been warming up in the pen.
He's a left-hander. Julio coming to the plate. 2-out, 2-run double, third inning. Difference in the ball game. See how they want to attack him. He was swinging first pitch last time. Matt Blake out.
Matt Blake out there talking, so just talking to him. See if you can get through this. And he goes going back.
2 runs on 3 hits for the Mariners.
And Will Warren, 24 strikeouts in his last 16 and 2/3 innings. But you got Julio, and then you got to face Cal Raleigh.
Sure would like to get an out right here. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Mariners, and no runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. First pitch, slider outside, ball 1. Julio struck out on a 2-2 pitch, and first pitch swinging, kept it fair, just fair, up the right field line. Here's 1-0. Missed away. 2-0. Slider down and away. Bottom of the 5th, brought to you by Key Food and their family of supermarkets. Here's a 2-0 from Warren. The pitch, breaking ball, swing on a miss, tripled up on him. 2 outs with Polanco at first base here. Luis Castillo has thrown a nice game here for Seattle. Here's a 2-1 from Warren. Julio worked the fastball inside to show it to him. 3-1.
I was thinking fastball. He jumped up and he knew that was going too far inside. You don't want to overthrow that.
Cal Raleigh, second in home runs to Judge. He's on deck. He lined out hard his last time, lined out to Grisham. 3-1 to Rodriguez. A pitch for more, and fastball for strike.
And it's that same pitch. You got it, moved it over a little bit, hit the glove, Ascaro's glove, right on the inside corner.
Big pitch right here. Julio going to use his timeout. Even a shin guard on his left leg is pink, with pink on the heels of his shoes. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Polanco runs the pitch. Breaking ball swung on high. Fly ball deep left field. Retreating is Dominguez. Running out of room. He is at the fence at the 376 mark and makes the catch. Boy, did he need that. Will Warren threw 5. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. And 1 left. To the 6th inning we go to.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
All right, I got a couple packs of 1986 Topps baseball cards. Let's open them up and see who's in here. I love the bubble gum. Oh my. Tom Seaver, but with a White Sox uniform on. The franchise for the Mets. I played with him in 1983, my rookie season. I was just in awe with these guys when I saw them in spring training and got a chance to play with them. Baseball cards are memories.
Once you select your desired doneness, the app will alert you when to take the steaks off the grill, and it even alerts you when to flip them. Order the newly released 3rd generation Chef IQ scents right now with so many upgrades at chefiq.com. chefiq.com to get yours today.
Hi, this is Aaron Judge. You can hear every pitch of Yankees baseball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Well, speaking of Aaron Judge, he's going to lead things off here in the top of the 6th against Luis Castillo. He's thrown a nice ball game with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, giving up no runs on 4 hits. First pitch to Aaron. It's just outside with the fastball, ball 1.
Yankees have won the most championships in history. Now City Cruises is taking your ship to the next level. It's delicious dining and epic views. City Cruises is a shipload of fun.
Slider first strike here from Castillo, 1-1.
Book at citycruises.com.
Judge today, base hit to left on a 2-2 pitch, struck out swinging on a 3-2 pitch. Here's the next offering, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Went to a breaking ball, and he took a lot off of it, too. That was not big MPH at all at 83.
All right, Carlos Vargas is warming up for the Mariners.
Judge 1 for 2 today, career 4 for 9 with a home run against Castillo. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider, boy, he's got it working. And he just was not going to give him a fastball, and Judge did not adjust to the slider. That's another strikeout for Castillo, his 6th.
6 for him. That was way down. That was at his ankles when he swung at it. And whether Castillo's stuff has ticked down a little bit, he certainly knows how to pitch. Not just throw. He's a pitcher.
There you go. Well said. Bellinger swings and skies one right field. Coming into Veras. Man, he was playing way back. He has to come to that middle depth to make the easy catch. 2 down. Anthony Volpe on deck. And who's on deck is brought to you by TimberTech Decking and Railing. Everything wood should be. Visit timbertech.com. Quick 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, 2-0. Seattle on top of the Yankees in this rubber match. And first pitch inside, jackknifes out of the way, Volpe. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly to right. Castillo working pretty quickly. Next pitch outside, boy, yanked that across his body. He knew it too. 2-0. Castillo 1 for 3 career in 6 starts against the Yankees, a 2.95 ERA. Right-hander deals 2-0. Pitch, swing and a miss by Volpe.
Looking at Castillo's almost at 90 pitches here, so they're probably.
And Dan Wilson, Pete Woodworth, they're taking a look. 2-1. Fastball outside.
They're not going to be sorry. The Yankees aren't going to be sorry to see him go.
Well, it looks like he's in the process of emptying the tank. 2 outs. Threw that one a little harder. 95. He's 3-1 here to Volpe. Into the wind. The right-hander deals. Fastball pins the outside corner. Volpe thought he had ball 4. Count runs full.
Well, throw a 94, 95 with that fastball. So, yes, I'd agree with you. It looks like Tyler Matzuk is still throwing. So.
2 out, nobody on, and a 2-0 Mariner lead. Top of the 6th. Here's a pitch from Castillo. Swing on a hit to right field. Taveras, a long run to the gap. He's on the track. It bounces at the base of the fence. Volpe goes in a hyperspeed, slides into second with a 2-out double. They'll bring the tying run to the plate, Jason Dominguez.
Well, that one was about letters high. He hung that, and here comes, that's Wilson, right?
That is Pete Woodworth, the pitching coach.
Woodward. Okay. They have the same kind of body type, big guy. So the pitching coach going out to talk to Luis Castillo, saying, what do you think? Either that or they're getting Vargas a little more time.
If Cal will either offer or would be asked to offer his opinion, and as we talked about yesterday, he's like Yadi Molina. Pretty much whatever he says is going to go. Pete Quick, I always loved him when I was here. Pete would go out and say, hey, 1 or 2 things and get off the mound and get it out of the way. Jimmy Leland did that one time. He says, I don't know a lot about pitching. What I do know, I go out and I said it in one sentence and got out.
Right.
Here's Dominguez. Popped to third and a fly out to left. Could use a big knock from him. Last night, tough night. 0 for 5 with 3 Ks. Here's the first pitch to Jason. Swing on, hit hard. Nice. Right field, base hit. Volpe scores easily. Dominguez in high gear, going to second. He's in with a slide, and the Yankees are on the board. It's 2-1 Seattle here in the 6th. Well, it's that hard contact again.
You could see that Dominguez was getting closer on that last at bat when he flew out to left field. But this pitch was up, and this is about knee high, and that's where he's getting those fastballs up where they were down low below the knees on corners. Now they're getting a little more in the middle of the plate.
So Dominguez rings the bell with an RBI double. He's at second. Volpe scored easily. Here's DJ LeMahieu, a ground out to third, and a walk, a chance to tie the game right here, right now. Castillo on the ropes just a little bit. First pitch, jam shot right side. Tellez will take it, the first baseman, and walks over to first. That'll do it, but then they cut the deficit in half. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bottom 6 coming up. It's now 2-1 Seattle.
You have a reputation as one of the star players on the team, Cancer, but you're also known as one of the shyest. You're feeling encouraged to come out of your shell and make more of a splash among your teammates. Practice giving the signs on the field and gathering the group off the field for an outing to celebrate after you win the game.
Yeah, mine was a tops now as well. I hit my first walk-off last year against the Mets.
Jacob Young, Nationals win! Now he's got his first walk-off big league hit.
Dad had bought a stack of them, and I was like, I think we can get these results, but he went ahead and bought a stack for himself.
Like business cards. There you go.
But it was awesome just to have that moment and have everyone so excited to have a picture of you is a fun moment.
Well, that's it for Will Warren, who pitched an awfully good game, coming along a lot as the season is going on. And Tyler Matzik will be the new pitcher. The lefty comes in.
Matzik, big left-hander, 6'3", 250 out of Mission Viejo, California. It was the first-round pick of the Rockies, 11th overall back in 2009. Had Tommy John and other surgery on his arm. He's going to face Cal Raleigh. Cal going to bat right-handed against the lefty Matzik. First pitch. It's a breaking ball for strike. Probably has struck out and lined out hard to Grisham in center field. Yankees drawn a little bit closer. It's 2-1 Seattle now. Here's pitch from Matzik. And swung on and hit foul right side. Matzik, game number 7 for him. 0-0 record of 4.76 ERA and 5 2/3 innings. 10 hits, 3 runs, 4 walks, and 6 strikeouts. On the first base side of the rubber, lefty deals 0-2. The pitch, swing on, lined into left field. Going over to get it is Dominguez, and he'll get it back in quickly as Cal takes a big turn. Good strong throw by Dominguez gets past LeMahieu, but backed up nicely by Rice. Well, he hit that ball hard with 2 strikes.
He really did, and he's lucky that he just got it off the end of the bat, because a little further down on that bat, and that's in the bullpen.
Brings up Randy Arozarena, another right-hand hitter. 2-1 Mariners, 2 runs on 4 hits. And the Yankees run on 6 hits, 1 error. Pitch to Arozarena, swung on, hit to right field. Bellinger right in his track, straight away right field. Makes the cap high catch, 1 out. They'll bring up Rowdy Tellez. Nope, it's going to be a pinch hitter. It's going to be Dylan Moore. Right-hand hitter. And he plays anywhere. He does everything but catch.
He does everything, doesn't he?
He's a valuable guy. Won the Gold Glove last year. Utility man. Hey, it's a bird, it's a plane. It's Aaron Judge Superman bobblehead night at Yankee Stadium. Friday, June 20. First 18,000 guests. Receive an Aaron Judge Superman bobblehead courtesy of Fanatics Fest NYC. Get your tickets today at Yankees.com. He's up to a Ted Nugent song. One out, 1 on. Yankees love to turn their first double play of the ball game here in this 2-1 affair. Throw over to first. Cal Raleigh's sneaky fast on the bases. You got to, Matt's taking a look at that.
Well, one of those guys also like Goldschmidt that is a good base runner.
Exactly. First pitch to Dylan Moore. And takes it down and in, ball 1. DOMO heading at 289, having a good start to the season with 7 homers and 13 runs batted in. Cal Raleigh inches out, takes the lead. 1-0 pitch. There he goes. Big man running. Here's a no throw.
Wow.
Cal Raleigh with a stolen base. I told you.
That's just a good base runner. That's a Goldschmidt move. That's a Teixeira move. No, he really is very smart. He saw where you can see the move. He could.
Yeah, it's 5 out of 6.
What's he got?
He's 5 out of 6.
Wow. Well, that's more than Teixeira.
2-0.
A lot more.
2-0 pitch to Moore down low.
Fans, this year marks Yogi Berra's 100th birthday. Come out to the stadium Friday, June 6th for a special Yogi Berra U.S. Navy bobblehead that commemorates his military service, courtesy of State Farm. Go to Yankees.com for tickets.
Runner in scoring position, 1 out, 3-0 to Dylan Moore. That's a deals. Not close, up high. Ball 4.
He can't set anything up because that fastball is just not where he wants it. 93, 94, but he can't put it where he wants it. By the way, Jonathan Loaizaga has allowed 1 run in 6 rehab appearances at 7 1/3 innings. He could be activated. Well, they're saying next week. ES is saying next week. I was talking shortly.
Tell you what, every time Booney mentions his name, there's a gleam in his eye. It says,
he's got
Jovo coming back.
No, he's got great stuff. He just is always, he's always hurt. He's just always hurt. But he's got unbelievable stuff.
That'd be a heck of an ad. Be great to have him.
As long as he stays healthy, that's.
Will Warren, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, none earned, 1 walk, 9 strikeouts, a career best.
And that was with this break in the action. Matt Blake came out to talk. And Ian Hamilton is getting warmed up.
And Matson needs a double play ball in a big, big way. Tavares, a switch hitter, turns around the bat right-handed against him. He's reached on an error by DeLemayhew and came in, scored a 3rd, struck out a 2nd time. Cal Raleigh, he's at 2nd. Dylan Moore, plus speed, he's at 1st.
And Gabe Spire is now warming up for Seattle.
That is 1 strike throwing left-hander right there.
Yeah, Yankees saw enough of him the other day.
First pitch here to Tavares. Swung on and popped up out of play right side.
He keeps throwing that fast, that 4-seamer, trying to get ahead.
Dank, chilly day here in Seattle, but we got a good ball game in front of us. 2-1 Mariners. Bottom 6 over the Yankees. Here's a pitch from Matzik. Just missed outside. 1-1. Matzik with World Series experience with the Braves a few years ago. Got a ring.
He was good in that World Series.
He was. Infield set for a double play. Here's the 1-1 and the pitch. Did he go? They did. They checked down at first. And Shane Livensbarger said he did commit. So 1-2. Mariners got their run back in the third. A 2-out, bases loaded double by Julio Rodriguez. The Yankees in the first inning had runners at second and third, couldn't score. Third inning had first and second, couldn't score. They did get a run in the sixth on the RBI by Dominguez. Here's the 1-2. Pitch from Matzik. Breaking ball missed down and in. All 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Matzik. And the pitch up high and away for ball 3. What a big spot this is. Trying to keep it a 2-1 ball game. You know, ball hit right to Volpe. There's the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down here in the 6th as Taveras is K'd here.
And big strikeout there for Matzik. Obviously, fastball, just a four-seamer right down the middle of the plate, but right at the numbers. And here comes Aaron Boone. That'll be all for Matzik, and they will bring in Ian Hamilton. And this pitching change is brought to you by the New York Lottery. Get out there and play the newest scratch-off games for a chance to win.
The Chef IQ Sense is a must-have wireless cooking thermometer that eliminates under or over cooking your chicken, fish, or
For Kids, it's Cars for Kids, it's Cars with a K to donate your car today. New pitcher is Ian Hamilton. He has the fastball and the slider. So get Taveras right here.
Right now, let's pause for station identification on WFAN Yankees Radio.
Your home for Boomerang Geo. Mornings from 6 to 10. WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1 New York.
Dave Sims, Susan Wallman, Matt Shortis, and Emmanuel Barbari with you here in Seattle. He's coming home soon after this ball game, and it's a big spot for Ian Hamilton.
Ian Hamilton, who strikes out his batters about 35% of the time.
2 out, runners at first and second, 2-1 Mariners. First pitch, swing, and a foul off him. They got the umpire. Strike 1. Ben Williamson 0 for 2, a strikeout looking and a fly out to right. And the third baseman for the Mariners. But I've had some power hitting third baseman here during my time here with Kyle Seager and Eugenio Suarez. He's a light hitting third baseman. Good glove, man. Here's the 0-1. Pitch popped up. Ranging over into right center field. It's going to be Bellinger. Oh, my goodness. He and Grisham collided briefly. And the fact that Belly's about 3 inches taller was the difference maker in him making that play.
Well, they're laughing, so it's a good thing.
And it wasn't a hard collision. Thank goodness. Scares the heck out of everybody.
There's so much history right here, and when I put it on and it's so light, it just feels just right. It feels just right. I mean, look at this. It got the city on it. When I was 7 years old, my uncle takes me where? To Shea Stadium. Darryl Strawberry hits a home run, and I become a fan for life.
Pussifer and A Perfect Circle. All 3 bands on stage together Saturday, May 17th, PNC Bank Arts Center. On sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Say Santa featuring Primus, Pussifer, and A Perfect Circle.
Hi, this is Will Warren. You can hear every pitch of Yankees baseball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
New pitcher for the Mariners is strike-throwing, hard-throwing left-hander Gabe Spire, and his first hit is going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Got half the day up. Well, now just half the day up. He's going to pinch hit here. Pinch hit for Escara.
You know, Yes has the lineup of the Mariners when Doc threw his no-hitter in 1996. Alex was on that team. Griff, Martinez,
Edgar,
Buhner,
Jay,
yep.
Dan Wilson.
And he no-hit that day.
It's pretty good. That's a good crew. Goldie drives one down the left field line. Got carry and say goodbye. One pitch, and we got a tie ball game as Paul Goldschmidt off the bench as a pinch hitter to open up the 7th inning. It's tied at 2.
Well, he hadn't even settled in, had this pitcher, a solo home run by Goldschmidt first pitch, and it was a shot. 5th home run of the season for Paul Goldschmidt. That first Yankee home run is brought to you by your local Kia dealer. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. First one to meet him was J.C. Escara. They're jumping up and down in there.
How valuable is that guy? Man, oh man. 2-2 ball game. Vivas takes a pitch inside. Check that Reyes, beg your pardon, he's pinch hitting. Pablo Reyes hitting at $167, right-hand hitter. Boy, Spire greeted.
Yeah, well, you got the...
And we said strike thrower.
That's right, and you get the righties in now.
2-2 ball game. Reyes looks at a strike. 2-1. Wow. Goldie with a home run. That's home run number 75 on the season for the Yankees. Leads everybody. Swing and a miss. Man, oh man, that is impressive. Off the bench, first pitch swinging, and he goes large. It was the first hit Goldie's had against Spire, just 1 for 2. But man, was that big. 2-2 game here in the 7th. 2-2 pitch here to Reyes. Swing and a foul tip held on by Raleigh. 1 away.
You're looking at that again. Well, it was a fastball. It was about belt high.
Wheelhouse.
Put it right there. What a professional hitter he is.
I'm telling you.
About 10 feet fair.
And if he was in my neighborhood, we'd be going, "Hey, Big Paulie, what's happening?" It's good stuff. Here's Grisham. Looks at pitch on the corner for a strike. 2-2 ball game, top of the seventh. Seventh hit by the Yankees. Chris looks at a strike. Behind 0-2. Paul Goldschmidt, second career pinch hit home run. Last time was back in August 11th of 2011 with the D-backs. A career starter. Well, talking about making the most of it. Here comes the 0-2 to Grisham. Swing and a miss. Good looking pitch, a slider.
Really tough on lefties. Goldschmidt, 20 for 35 against lefties this year. That's .571.
There you go.
And 4 of his 5 homers have been against lefties. Not surprising, but
big part of the story here, right?
Not usually on the first pitch.
Correct.
What a pro.
Hey, and you know, as we detailed, I said, hey, this kid comes in, and a couple of years ago, he led the league. Here's a ground ball off the bat of Rice to the first baseman. Dylan Moore takes it to the bag. But Spire comes in. His whole deal, he led all relievers in strike throwing a couple of years ago, and this time paid for it. 2-2 ball game, but we go bottom 7 here at T-Mobile Park on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by G.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take a picture of and just put on the gram. I took a bite of it, but it still looks dope.
It's a burger that looks great, but also delicious.
By KF, did approval by KF to well-qualified buyers for purchase of a new 2025 Sportage. Excludes hybrid PHEV or 2025 Sorento. $1,748 per month per $1,000 financed at 60 months. No down payment required. Subject to vehicle availability and dealer participation. Must take delivery by 6/2/25. Limited inventory available. See Kia dealer for available stock.
Make sure you come out to Yankee Stadium Wednesday, June 18, everybody, for Yankees Bucket Hat Night. First 18,000 guests in attendance. Receive a Yankees Bucket Hat courtesy of Wendy's. So get your tickets today at wendy@yankees.com. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Leo Rivas will lead it off for the Mariners.
And a 7th inning stretch sponsored by Hatfield. Elevate your grilling game with Hatfield marinated pork tenderloins. Taste victory with every bite. Visit simplyhatfield.com for recipes and put pork on your fork.
Here's a pitch swung on and fouled back. Rivas.
So
Mastroboni and Polanco coming up here in the home 7th.
So obviously Austin Wells goes in to catch, and Paul Goldschmidt is at first.
Next pitch away from Rivas, who's 1 for 2, a base hit and a run scored in the 3rd, and a strikeout in the 5th.
And Peraza is at 3rd.
One. Hamilton powers one in there for strike. 1-2. Boy, the power of the home run, huh?
Well, I think the Yankees now 11 in front of the Dodgers.
1-2 pitch. Fouled off.
As far as home runs are concerned by team, they're way ahead.
Oh, yeah.
Fernando Cruz is starting to loosen up. He's at the long tossing stage, not up on the mound yet.
Boy, he was outstanding last night. Struck out the side, swinging, and looking. Hamilton from Vancouver, Washington, and there's pitch swung on by Ribas, fouled off down the left field line. Two ball game. Ribas leading off here in the home 7th. Hamilton kicks and deals. Pitch swung on and missed. Struck him out. Breaking ball down and in. So 1 out. And back to the top of the order, Miles Mastrobuoni.
You know, the vertical drop on that, probably 16, 17 inches. That was at his ankles when he finally swung.
2-2 ball game, 1 out. Mastrobuoni, left-hand hitter, shows bunt, takes a strike. And you have Peraza streaking in.
Yeah, he was coming in, right?
Infield, Peraza, Volpe, LeMahieu, and Goldschmidt. Wells catching. Outfield the same, Dominguez, Grisham, and Bellinger. Swing and a miss high. Heat. 0-2.
And still got that four-seamer up, 96. That four-seamer right at the top of the letters.
Top of the 8th. The Yankees will have Judge, Bellinger, and Volpe coming up 3, 4, and 5. A lot of credit to Will Warren for his performance today. 9 strikeouts, a career best. Hamilton's got Mastrobuoni 0-2. Swings and fouls it off left side. Haven't announced the crowd yet, but it's a good one here for getaway day. 0-2 from Hamilton. Bounced it up there. 1-2. One out, nobody on. Hamilton pushing that extreme third base side of the rubber. Pitch. Swing on, hit foul again. Left side. He's way late.
Now, if you're looking to the pitching matchups for this weekend against the Mets, on Friday it'll be Carlos Rodon against Taylor McGill. On Saturday afternoon, Clark Schmidt against Griffin Canning. And don't forget, Sunday is a night game. It's an ESPN game. Max Fried and David Peterson.
I like all three of them.
Yeah. That's good because we'll be there.
You know, let's see, 1-2. This will only, well, tell you about where we've been, but it's only my 3rd Sunday night game.
Really?
You've done about 43, right?
Oh, I think that feels like 103.
1-2 pitch. Foul off again, left side. Yeah, we had one here last year in Seattle. And there was another one in 16 at Chicago at the Cubs. One out, nobody on. It's a 2-2 ball game, bottom of the 7th. 1-2. Hamilton swing and a miss. Good breaking ball with some bite to it.
And with that slider, the crowd is 30,520. There's a lot of sections that are empty. How many people does this place hold?
Oh, when
40 something?
Yeah, 40. I don't know the exact number, but a couple of years ago we played Houston here in that division series. I'm sure a lot of people looked the other way. There had to have been 45, 46,000. Wow. First pitch, a fastball in there to Polanco for a strike.
Those Sunday night games, my favorite thing. The year the Rangers won the World Series, the next year they were in New York, and it was April and it was cold.
Next pitch swung on, sent to center field, backing up Grisham. Headed towards the 401 side. Grisham's got room on the track, makes a one-hand catch, and that'll do it for the Mariners.
And the announcer had said to me, why are we playing in the cold? I said, you don't want to do Sunday night games? Don't go to the World Series.
It's only you would put it. 1, 2, 3.
I believe this one's it's a rookie card, I know, but I feel like it's the first card that I ever, big league card. Obviously, as a kid, trying to get to the big leagues, the dream of making it. But as a kid that had cards, right, as a kid, this is like seeing your card the first time. It is pretty cool. So that's pretty powerful when you see that card.
Awards for pros. Visit Windorama.com.
This is Trent Grisham, and you're listening to the Yankees Radio Network on The Fan, WFAN 101.9, and always live on the Odyssey app.
We got an intriguing at-bat right here. Aaron Judge going to lead off here in the top of the 8th in a 2-2 ball game. He scuffled his last 2 times up. Got a base hit to left in a 2-2 pitch in the first inning. Then struck out on a 3-2 pitch and a 1-2 pitch at the hands of Castillo.
New pitcher is Carlos Vargas. ERA of 6 in his last 5 appearances.
First pitch fastball in there for a strike.
And he's coming out throwing smoke. That's 98. They call it a sinker, which is a little tail on the end.
Tall right-hander. Pitch down low. 1-1. Mariners took a 2-0 lead in the third. A 2-out, bases loaded, 2-run double by Julio Rodriguez. RBI double Dominguez, then a home run by. Here's a drive deep to left off the bat. Aaron Judge, and the Yankees have the lead. No doubt about it, into the bullpen. The captain rings the bell. It's 3-2 New York.
Well, for Aaron Judge, home run number 15 on this season. You're going to throw fastballs like that. That went 444 feet.
In a blink.
That is power against power. His 11th career home run at T-Mobile Park, most at any stadium outside of the American League East.
Ladies and gentlemen,
wow.
I present to you the best hitter in baseball.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. That's just a perfunctory look by Arozarena, the left fielder. Could have hurt somebody in that Mariner bullpen.
Wow.
The Yankees have the lead. It's 3-2 New York. I thought it would be interesting given that kid's fastball.
Well,
Bellinger looks at a fastball for a strike.
Power against power. Usually.
The way that dude's swinging, you don't miss if you're going to throw a fastball. Pitch outside, 1-1 for Judge. Home run number 15, RBI number 41, and a 2-for-4 day. That's why he stays above the 400 mark.
Boy, that went out so fast.
I'm telling you.
See it.
1-1, a late swing by Bellinger, 1-2.
Did it hit those back things in the bullpen? That bullpen, the
It
red
might have.
things?
I just saw it clear yellow and guys moving. So
yeah, the pitchers got out of the way. That's how hard it was hit.
1-2 breaking ball swing on a miss. Bellinger's retired, 1 down.
Oh, Matt says it hit that scoreboard. Wait, we're looking at it again, and it's into those red seats. Those are seats out there.
Oh, man, you talk about it.
Right down the middle of the plate.
That thing had a hit me sign on it.
Wow.
First pitch fastball to Volpe on the inside corner for strike one.
Once again, all you little leaguers, it doesn't matter how hard you throw. If you put it down the middle of the plate, someone is going to hit it somewhere.
Man, 3-2 Yankees. Breaking ball swung on, popped up. Right side, taking a look, Dylan Moore, the first baseman. That's in the third row.
All right, so Emmanuel has his computer out, evidently. Judge on this West Coast trip. 12 for 25. That's a mere 480. 3 home runs, 3 doubles, 4 walks, 7 ribbies in 6 games.
Man. I just had a feeling coming up being that he had struck out the first 2 times, and this kid's going to, hey, I'm going to try to beat the big boy with a fastball. Yeah. Wrong.
See, this is the difference between throwing and pitching.
Pitch up high to Volpe. 1 and 2.
You know, he's throwing everything. 97, 98.
It's the era
and it's where you put it.
3-2 Yankees. Top of the 8th. There's a fastball paid to the outside corner. That's a fine pitch. Gets Volpe looking. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez, and I think he'll be hunting fastballs coming up here.
Well, Fernando Cruz is warming up, so he'll be.
He's going to face Julio Cal and Randy Rosarina, 3-4-5 for the Mariners. First pitch fastball down low. 1-0. Dominguez, switch hitter, batting lefty. RBI double, 1 for 3. Pitch outside, 2-0. Dominguez, RBI double in the 6th, got the Yankees on the board. Goldie pinch hit, leading off first pitch in the 7th, tied it. Now Judge.
And don't forget that one.
Exactly right. Next pitch, ooh, an inside corner. He jackknifes out of the way, and he can't believe that call.
I don't know how you can play much better than Aaron Judge is playing right now.
You would be correct. 2-1. Swung on a chop foul, and I tell you what, if he does, we're here to see it. A 3-2 Yankee lead here in the top of the 8th. A 2-2 pitch, 2 out. Here's the pitch to Dominguez at his back foot. Ball 3, 3-2.
Wow.
Two out, nobody on. Vargas leans in, gets the sign, comes set. Here's the pitch to Dominguez. Swung on, hit right back to him. One hopper. He looks defiantly at him, flips over to first base. Damage done by the Judge on a 1-1 pitch, a searing line drive into the Mariner bullpen for a 3-2 New York lead on WFAN Yankees Radio, driven by Jeep.
Step up to the plate with confidence with the Jeep brand's newest MVP, the all-electric Jeep Wagoneer S.
I'm going to go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries.
Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Uh-huh.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
crinkle cut fries.
Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
So these is MLB Network talent stars.
Okay.
The stars of MLB Network. Can I trade a pack of these for a signed Lawrence Shahadi card?
How about we do a little bit of money, a little trade?
Will you open it up and see if you like it?
They're really nice.
If I sign it, does that equal the Lawrence Shahadi 20?
All right.
Do we have a good trade?
We have a good trade. Thank you so much. That was fun.
Nice doing business with you.
Here, bottom of the 8th in Seattle in the rubber match of this series. Julio Rodriguez going to lead it off against Fernando Cruz. How about Cruz in this high leverage situation? Top of the bottom of the 8th inning. And a first pitch breaking ball outside. Did he go? They checked with first base umpire Shane Livensbarger. No, he did not. Julio with a 2-run bases loaded double into third for the 2 runs for the Mariners. He is 1 for 3 with a strikeout and a fly to left. Right-hand hitter. Here's a pitch from Cruz. Swing and a miss. Way out front of that splitter at 79. Cruz's last night, if you weren't with us, was magnificent, striking out Raleigh, Arozarena, and Garver. Swinging and looking in the 6th inning. And here he is in a big spot in the 8th. 1-1. Swing and a foul tip held by Wells, 1-2.
And the 8th inning sponsored by Local 3, IBEW, and Nika.
Fernando Cruz, big trust factor. He's high up on the list anymore.
Absolutely.
Leans in, gets a sign from Wells, comes set from the third base side of the rubber. 1-2 to Rodriguez in his 3-2 Yankee lead. The pitch was able to check and a pitch outside. 2-2. This game summary brought to you by Helix Wireless, connecting everything everywhere. Julio gave Seattle a 2-0 lead in the third. Dominguez drove in a run in the 6th, get the Yankees on the board. Goldie a pinch hit, first pitch swinging home run in the 7th, and Judge a home run in the 8th. 3-2 Yankees. Breaking ball swing on it, popped up. First base side, out of play. Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, and Arozarena. Julio with the 2 RBIs. He's got 20 on the season. Cal Raleigh, their home run leader. He's second only to Judge in the American League with 13. Fernando loved to post the 0 right here. He's 2-2 to Julio. And a long pause. Really holding it a long time. Here's Cruz, the pitch. Fastball. Oh, he tried to dot it on the outside corner. Thought he had it. 3-2.
8th inning, sponsored by Local 3 IBEW and Nika.
Cruz, third man out of the pen. Matzik, Hamilton, and now Fernando.
Wells trying to get that one up. Didn't.
3-2 to Cruz. And a bouncing ball, third base. Reyes. Peraza throws over in time. 1 away. Peraza came in last inning. Big out to get. Here's another big out to get Cal Raleigh.
Interesting how he goes after Cal Raleigh with that fastball and that split. This is a good place for the splitter against the lefties.
I tell you what, be careful down and in.
Well, that's what he's thinking of.
Be down and in. Cal kills those pitches. First pitch. Cal thought about swinging, but it's a called strike.
And that's the splitter that is actually a strike. It's a little drop, but it stays in the strike zone. And he's got the big one that'll end up on the ground.
There's the 0-1 to Raleigh. Left-hand hitter as a switch hitter, and he dropped another one in there for a strike at 81. Another split, so he's ahead 0-2.
Interesting. I wonder what he was looking for. Probably for the fastball.
Cruz ready with the 0-2 to Cal Raleigh. Still got to be careful. And the pitch. Worked inside. Off-speed pitch down around his feet. 1-2.
And that's the splitter that is not a strike. That's the splitter that, well, if you recognize it, harder to recognize that one. They both have the same arm action. One is a strike, one is not.
Cal, 242 hitter against right-hand pitching with 9 home runs. 9 of his 13 homers. 1-2. Able not to pull the trigger right there to pitch down and in. 2-2. Randy Arozarena, another right-hand hitter's on deck. Colin Snyder heating up in the pen for Seattle.
And I see Munoz is lurking in the background there, just in case.
2-2 to Cal Raleigh. Pitch from Cruz. Breaking ball hammered right field. Going back, Bellinger has to play it off the fence. He gathers. Here's a throw, and Raleigh slams on the brakes. A one-hop throw to second. Great job by Bellinger. Oh boy, Cal. That big exit velo on that one.
You know, that's a long single right there. It hit it so hard that it came right back to Bellinger, so he had no shot to get to second base.
If he had elevated it just a little bit, it's a tie ball game.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, that was wheelhouse.
Yeah, it really was. Right,
middle end, belt high. And on top of that, Cal's a heck of a great kid. Great guy. There's Randy Arozarena.
Catchers usually are. Have you ever met a nasty catcher?
That's a very good point. There's a front door breaking ball for a strike.
I
mean, two of my favorite guys of all time, and I don't know him super well. I mean, the late great Tim McCarver and Joe Torre, my catching heroes when I was coming up.
I rest my case.
Yeah, seriously. Next, swing and a miss. Split for Arozarena, 0-2. Yankees lead 3-2, bottom 8 here in Seattle. 3 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. And for Seattle, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Here's the 0-2 to Arozarena, free swinger. Got to be careful with him too. Down low.
Throwing all splitters. You're not comfortable with that fastball right now.
1 out, 1 on.
And ahead of Arozarena.
Dylan Moore's on deck. Cruz ready at 1-2 to Arozarena. The pitch bounced up there. Nice block by Wells. 2-2. Boy, you can see it, Fernando. Boy, he wants his eagerness to be successful. I mean, you can see him almost get a little bit uptight if he doesn't get that strike. Well, and then so joyous when, remember that one game he saved a couple of weeks ago. 2-2 here to Arozarena. Right-hand hitter, infield looking for 2. Here's the pitch. Oh, it hit him in the back.
Oh, boy. That's that fastball. It was 93.
Hands on.
Got away from him.
Boy. Fernando walking around on the mound, hands on his hip. You can't believe it. What just happened.
Well, one of the things, and this is a good walkout for Austin Wells.
Mm-hmm.
And to go with what you're saying, someone who has not had success before, he's having success now. Here comes Matt Blake. And what you have to do is believe that this is really you. When he knows how good he is, then it'll be a little bit different. That's a really good walkout by Austin Wells to just break it up a little bit.
Take the temperature down a little bit.
Yeah, he's not saying, well, I think if you stay back. He's not telling them what to do. He's just changing the mood a little bit there. Get his mind off it. Get a fresh new start. Let's look at Dylan Moore. Let's see what we're going to do to him. That guy's gone. What happened to Arozarena? That's done.
First time seeing Dylan Moore for Cruz, and then he needs a double play right here. Cal Raleigh's at second, Arozarena at first. 1 out. Bottom of the 8th, a 3-2 Yankee lead. Dylan Moore came on as a pinch hitter in the 6th and walked on 4 pitches. Dylan last night 1 for 2 with a walk. Right-hand hitter. Having a really good year swinging a bat in terms of his power numbers. First pitch here from Cruz as he checks the runner at second. The pitch. Ground ball slowly hit. Volpe to DJ over to first. Double play. Hey now. 1 pitch, and Fernando pumping his fist as he walks to that third base dugout. That was huge. Nothing across for the Mariners. We go top 9. It's the Yankees 3.
Talk to me.
This is called a Crawford dog. Hamburger bun.
Yes.
2 split top Angus beef hot dogs griddled on the skillet, on the plancha.
Amazing.
And then we do a bacon onion jam with Crawford.
It's a Town Fair tire deal. Nobody.
Town Fair Tire. The Yankees are hitting the road. This road trip is brought to you by AC Delco. Parts you can trust. Genuine AC Delco parts are available at Parts Authority Auto Parts Superstores, where the answer is yes.
Hi, this is Aaron Judge. You can hear every pitch of Yankees baseball on the Fan, 101.9 FM, and the free Odyssey app.
Top of the 9th inning, Yankees have a 3-2 lead and a beauty here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Colin Snyder is the new pitcher for the Mariners, a right-hander. 6'4", 195 out of Nashville, Tennessee. 12th round pick back in 2017 out of Vanderbilt. Great baseball program. Snyder in his second year with the Mariners after 2 in Kansas City. He's got a 1-0 record, a 3.93 ERA in 16 games. DJ LeMahieu is his first hitter. And a first pitch swinging and fouled off to the right side. It'll be DJ, Goldschmidt, and let's see, it'll be, I think that's going to be, Reyes will be coming up. 0-1 to DJ. Swing and a miss. Front door slider. 0-2. DJ in his first start of this season, 0 for 2 with a walk. Got into last night's game. Late game replacement. Looking for that first hit of the season. Swung the bat well down in the minors, working his way back up, coming off that calf injury. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and dribbled foul, third base side. The Yankees were down 2-0 through 5. Luis Castillo was throwing a really nice ball game. Then in the 6th inning, Dominguez, a 2-out RBI double. Next inning, Goldie, first pitch swinging as a pinch hitter, homered to tie it. And here's the first base hit of the season for DJ LeMahieu, a line drive into center field. So DJ gets the Yankees off to a good start here in the 9th. And then Aaron Judge on a 1-1 pitch lasered one into the Mariners bullpen well over the 376 mark. To give the Yankees a 3-2 lead. Here's Goldie for the second time. First pitch in there for strike. Fastball. Goldschmidt 0 for 1 against Snyder. Next pitch, swung on, hit to right field. Back it up. Just short of the track. Now on the track is Taveras. Makes the catch. There's one away. It's Wells batting in the 9 hole. First look at Austin at the plate. Last night, Wellesley went 1 for 5. Stole third, too. Left-hand hitter, 1 out and 1 on, and a pitch. Breaking ball, swung on a miss. Oh, man, launch mode. He thought he had that one. Good power numbers for Wells in the early going. 0-1 pitch. Fastball missed outside, 1-1. Wells at .214. He's got 8 homers and 28 runs batted in. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, back foot missed, 2-1. After the game, stay tuned for the post-game show with Emmanuel Babari, powered by Verizon, with the latest deals drop into your local Verizon store. 2-1 to Wells. 3-2 Yankees, top 9. Here's pitch, swing on it, hit foul, right behind home plate. Home runs today for the Yankees, Goldschmidt and Judge. Judge with a 2-hit day, single and a home run, a couple of strikeouts in the middle. 2-2 here to Wells. And the pitch. Fouled off left side. Did a good job spoiling that breaking ball. Snyder in 42 games last year with the Mariners, 3-4 record, a 1.94 ERA. And that's his best output in his young career. Another product from Vanderbilt. He's claimed off waivers February of last year from Arizona. 2-2 to Wells. Pitch swung on and missed. 2 outs. Susan, you got settled there, ready for it?
I am. No one is left here. This place is packed down here.
Yeah, hey, the lower bowl here at T-Mobile generally is. Good crowd of 30,000 plus. 2 outs, man at first here. We get back to the top of the order. Here's Trent Grisham. 0 for 3 with a walk, couple strikeouts. First pitch. Up and in, ball 1.
And here's kind of something. Isn't that Luke Weaver out there in the pen?
I'll tell you in a sec.
After throwing 2 innings last night?
That is correct.
Wow. Okay.
1-0. Here's the pitch. Back to a breaking ball for a called strike. 1-1. Well, Weaver will face the bottom third of the order for the Mariners. The Yankees lead it 3-2 in the rubber match in this series. See these guys again at the stadium in July. 1-1 pitch, swung on and hit foul left side. Playing Purple Haze, a great Jimi Hendrix classic. James Marshall Hendrix, of course, born and raised here in Seattle. The 1-2 to Grisham, taken down low. 2-2. In winning games, when games like we play Frank Sinatra, New York, New York.
What do they play?
They play Jimi Hendrix Fire.
Oh, okay.
And they turn it up loud.
I got it.
Hopefully we will not hear it today. Grisham taking his time. He's going to use his timeout. He steps back into the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first, T.J. LeMahieu in this 3-2 Yankee lead, top 9. The pitch from Snyder, breaking ball at his back foot, missed.
Snyder's got an interesting delivery. He just stands stock still up on the mound for a couple of minutes, just stands there.
DJ ready to take off here in this 3-2 pitch. He goes and a pitch. Taken. Ooh, on the outside corner, called strike 3. All right, here we go. Luke Weaver coming in to battle the bottom third of the Mariners order. It's 3-2 Yankees, bottom 9. Buckle up on WFAN Yankees Radio. Driven.
Well, this is a World Series card. Everybody said, you know, what's it going to be to pitch against Sandy Koufax, who's a dominant pitcher? I said, I hope I don't embarrass myself. And I didn't. You know, pitched my first shutout ever. We won 6-0, and my parents were there. My mom was afraid of heights, so she was in the upper deck. She had to come down and trade seats with somebody so she could actually watch her 20-year-old son pitch a shutout in the World Series.
They got you. Visit your local Verizon store today. $20 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms and conditions apply.
Back here at T-Mobile Park, Luke Weaver for the close. The Yankees lead at 3-2, bottom 9. They'll face the bottom third of the order for the Mariners. And the save opportunity is brought to you by Workman Circle Multi-Care Center. Yankee home run power to this afternoon. Oh boy, he had an RBI double by Dominguez. Goldschmidt a pinch hit, first pitch swinging line drive home run to left, tied it at 2 in the 7th. Judge with a laser shot into the Seattle bullpen with a 3-2 lead. And here we go with Luke Weaver.
We're going to see what I think he threw 21 pitches last night.
Yeah, Weaver went 1-2-3 last night. First batter's Taveras. First pitch strike on the outside corner. Great opportunity here to win this series. Taveras, switch hitter, batting lefty. Here's a pitch from Weaver. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. 0-2.
This is a pretty decent road trip. Come back, day off tomorrow.
Taveras going to use his timeout. Infield pulled around to the right. Grisham shading a little bit towards left center for Taveras. Weaver, long look, goes into the wind. He's ahead 0-2. The pitch, swung on and fouled behind home plate. Taveras 0-for-3, reached on an error by LeMahieu when the third came around to score. Since then, a couple strikeouts swinging. Here we go, 0-2. Weaver ready. The pitch. Ooh, didn't miss by much. Fastball down and away, 1-2. Weaver 21 pitches, 15 for strikes last night, Susan.
Yep.
1-2 here.
Obviously got a rubber arm.
And strike 3 called. That was a firm 95 on the paint, on the corner. Got him one down.
See, this is the great thing about Weaver. He goes right at him. There's no fooling around. This is so different from the Luke Weaver who was not a particularly successful starter. Just know who you are, go right at him, and that's what he has done since he's gone into the Yankee bullpen.
He attacks with confidence. Here is Ben Williamson. First pitch to him, swing, and a pitch fouled straight back, 0-1. I mentioned Weaver was with the Mariners a few years ago. I don't even know if I had a chance to meet him. He was here and gone, and the next time I saw him, I said, "Hey, dude, we were together at Seattle." He said, "Yeah, I remember you. How are you?" Williamson, right-hand hitter. Here's the 0-1 from Weaver. Swing and a miss, a challenge right up top.
Yeah. That four-seamer, 94, and it looks like and seems like it's faster than it is. It's fast enough, but it's not 98. That was 94.
It explodes up there.
It absolutely gets on you very, very quickly.
Williamson has struck out looking at twice flat out to Bellinger and right. Weaver, glove at the letters, into the wind, the 0-2. Down low. Change up. Gonna miss with the change up. He did just what he had to do. Missed. He can't get hurt too badly. One out, nobody on. 3-2. Yankees here, bottom 9. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Top of the zone. He beat him. Back-to-back Ks for the Weave.
And 95 got 1 more mile an hour on that one. And he's feeling it. There's something about watching Weaver when he walks around on the mound and almost stalks around on the mound. Get more and more confidence every single pitch.
That's the exact
every
verb
single
outing. I was going to use the same verb, stalking, 100%. Mitch Garver will pinch hit. Right-hand hitter. A few years ago, hit a bunch of home runs for Texas, so you got to be careful. He had some big ones last year for the Mariners, but not enough. First pitch from Weaver. Backs him off with a fastball, ball one.
I think they're going to wrap this up. Pretty good trip. 4-2 come back.
Weaver, 5 games with the Mariners in 2023, just 13 in the third innings. His career has turned around. 1-0 to Garver, the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
That is something that Matt Blake and this staff and this analytics department, they see things and say, all right, this is what we're going to do. Are you willing to do it?
Yeah, guys, you'd be foolish not to buy in.
And look what's happened.
1-1 to Garver, 3-2 Yankees. 2 out, pitch, swing on a high pop. Going behind home plate. 1-2. Chance to close this thing down. Weaver strikeout looking, strikeout swinging, and he's got Garver in a 1-2 hole. Yankee fans stand and applaud here in Seattle. Weaver into the wind, the pitch to Garver, swing on, bouncing ball, foul, third base side, fielded by Christopher McGrone, the third base coach. Straight up infield, straight up outfield. 2 out, nobody on. 3-2 Yankees, bottom 9. Weaver set. And a 1-2 pitch to Mitch Garver. Fouled back to the left. My old colleague Rick Rizzo, I hope he got out of the way of that foul ball.
And really good at bat. He knows what he's doing, just getting a piece of it. Throwing a lot of more pitches than I'm sure he wanted to.
Pretty good battle going on here. Mitch Garver against Luke Weaver. Right-hand hitter Garver. Here's the 1-2 from Luke. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Victory for the New York Yankees. 3-2 final here in Seattle with a hey now. Aaron Judge, game-winning homer. The missile shot in the 8th inning. And Weaver comes on. Boy, he looked good today. Strikes out the side. Quiets everybody here in Seattle, and the Yankees are going to leave for home with a good taste in their mouth after a fine performance here. They were down 2-0 through 5. So Luke Weaver with his 4th save, he strikes out the side, and